planet Cybertron, and now its residents shall witness its dismemberment. Rise, my podcast. Serve your new master well. All hail Unicron.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of All Hail Unicron, episode 17, or as I like to call it, Matt Deletes Everything. I'm your host, Oscar Alonso, still disgruntled and hurt by the actions of one fellow co-host, Matthew Deluxe Baldwin. And standing to his right, still shaking his head at him in disappointment, is everyone's favorite attorney at law, and welcome back, Mr. Robert D.
Good evening. Hi, how is everybody?
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. And of course, everyone's favorite mad professor, the king of editing, the man who gives 150%. And even though we give him back 20, he still loves us and acknowledges our existence, unlike some people out there. Let's go first. The one, the only, Mr. T2RX6, Justin.
Hi.
That's it.
That's all you get. I just have to acknowledge you. I don't have to be friendly. I just have to.
This is true. This is true. And of course, he's everyone's favorite Transformer reviewer who just hit 6,000 subs. The keeper of Gator, the official mascot of Transformer reviewers everywhere. The one, the only, Mr. Deletes Everything, Matthew Deluxe Baldwin.
Honestly, he's the most masterpiece collector of us all, right?
Like, he sure is, yeah, compared to everyone else.
He himself is the masterpiece.
Man, fuck this podcast.
Come on, man.
Last time I give you a compliment, dick.
He's like, I don't understand your words.
I'm actually at over 8,000. I'm not at 6,000 anymore.
You're at what? 8,000?
Actually, yeah, I'm almost close to 9,000.
Ooh, you know we could do it. It's over 9,000 joke when that happens.
As we should.
Yeah.
You know, because we're like totally up to date on internet memes because we're so hip and up to the minute news.
Matt doesn't get that joke.
No.
It's over 9,000.
I don't get it. Is it funny?
It's Dragon Ball Z. It's just a reference.
Oh, I don't like Dragon Ball Z.
Matt is at 8.65K subs. Wow, Matt. Congratulations, buddy. I'm so proud of you. I love it. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
You know, I think Matt wants to give credit to the baseball bat he keeps that and make sure everyone that subs to him is white and American.
Oh my God. It's so fucked up. You know what he does? He's got, oh my God. Apparently that's a bad word. That
is. That's a big no-no. That's one of the big no-no words on the YouTube list.
Oh, it is? Oh.
Yeah.
I got into big trouble just the other day. Scarlett was holding a crystal cup, a glass, like a rock glass, and in it was a big chunk of ice, and she's holding the glass in her hand and taking a steel fork and smashing the ice in the glass in her hand. And I was just in my mind picturing her shattering the glass in her own hand, and I was just like, "What are you, retarded?" And she got so mad at me. She got really mad at me.
It's weird, right? So I was talking to a guy at work who's around my age, and we were talking about how like we used to be able to say certain words, and they had different context back then. But now it's a really big no-no. Like that word is one you can't say anymore. There are several. I'm not saying it. I am trying to be good nowadays because any day you could just not wake up, then you got to get judged or you're warm food, whatever you believe in. But it's just so weird how stuff has radically changed over the last like 20 years.
Yes.
It's shit. But
I totally agree. I do feel like we live in a very like extra sensitive culture right now. Like for everything, like it's like everyone's offended over everything.
Everybody wants to be a victim. Everybody's a fucking victim.
Yeah. And at some point, I feel like it's like that's a bubble that's gonna pop. We're gonna be offended at everybody being offended about everything. Like,
it already started, man.
I think it's already happening. Yeah.
you see people rushing, comedians. I know everybody's seen everything, with Chappelle and everything. I mean, people are telling jokes and, they're getting offended and now they think they have the right just to go.
That's kind of nothing new, right? But the problem there, the trigger for that was the whole Will Smith, Chris Rock thing, right? Where it's like he slapped Chris Rock because he made a joke about G.I. Jane and his wife having alopecia. When, Chris Rock's not an idiot. He knows Will Smith has been the butt of internet jokes for at least the last 5 years. Since, Jada Pinkett announced her entanglement with a much younger man whose name is August, who's a shitty fucking SoundCloud rapper. And I think that was a straw that broke the camel's back. I'm not saying I respect what he did because as far as I'm concerned, he slapped the wrong guy.
Oh so yeah, he's got a lot of issues, but
and his career has gone downhill since then. He's banned from the Oscars for 10 years. A lot of the projects he was overseeing has been canceled because of that, because of his behavior. And people are starting to they're trying to feel fucking pity. But what I love about that is for the 30 people that are like, oh, poor Will Smith, man, he's got it so hard right now. There's 100 that dogpile on him and they're like, no, fuck that. He hit the wrong dude. Chris Rock's brother wants to fuck up. Chris Rock's brothers want to beat the dog shit out of Will Smith. Dave Chappelle ain't proud of his ass. Jim Carrey flat out said, I would have sued him for $200 million fucking dollars.
Well, Dave Chappelle, actually, I saw a bit. He said he basically didn't want to take any sides. He said, I can see both perspectives, which was really weird to say. I don't know. The fact is, it's comedy, and you're there. You are a room full of rich, privileged elites, and that comedian is up there to rib the people in the audience, to make jokes. He could have said so much worse. He said the most mild kind of gag he could have about her.
Will Smith was laughing until she fucking looked at him, and then he's like, "Oh."
He's like, I gotta be a man now because I love her.
I'll tell you what, he never should have been allowed to stay there.
That bitch has done a number. That bitch has done a number on Will Smith, man. I don't care what anybody says, but she's done a real number on him, and it's a toxic family. But whatever.
It is.
Anyways,
it's a toxic relationship.
Let's talk about some fucking Transformers, bitches.
What are Transformers?
No.
Transforming. Clank, 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 clank.
Matt loves cancel culture. He canceled your notes.
He did.
And I'll fucking piss on your nose.
Matt picks up Gators like, gong, 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 you're a ball now, buddy. And he goes, gong, 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 now you're a sock. Gong, 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 now you're a fun sock.
My dog don't fucking pick up. He don't help me with the laundry or anything, man. He don't pick up the socks or anything. He doesn't. I don't know, man.
I like the fun sock line. But we even got a question today, which we got a lot of news, but I do want to address this question because, Robert, this is one that you and I had a pretty good discussion on weeks and weeks and weeks ago, months ago, actually. But we'll get to that. So we'll go talk about anybody get anything. Robert, you can go first.
All right. Just today, I got New Age Cyclonus, and I got to say, it is one of the best Legends figures I've ever handled. It's amazing. Both modes. Transformation is intuitive, easy, but not simple, and the paint's gorgeous, the sculpt is gorgeous, the tolerances are gorgeous, it's balanced beautifully, the articulation's amazing. This is an amazing figure. I can't believe it. I'm dumbstruck.
Did you have to use pliers to transform him?
No. You'll see.
Why do you need flowers?
No, he's making fun of Bobby. I've been busting Bobby's balls for what he did with the pliers.
I was gonna go get him like a crowbar from Home Depot, bring it to Skullfest, be like, here you go.
I'm gonna have a talk with you.
Oh, he invited you?
Yeah.
Did he really?
I got uninvited.
Well, that's nice of him.
Yeah. And Robert's in a better go, so
Well,
Justin
I'm surprised you remembered your name.
I am not half an hour away. It's a good 2-hour drive for me. But,
talking all that shit about Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. He over here sucking Robert Patterson's dick. Well, you're such a good Batman. I'm going to tell everyone I didn't think your movie was all that good. It's okay. It's okay. For justice.
What else did I get? No, for vengeance.
Vengeance. But he did say justice. So, when I watched that at home, I was like, hey, justice.
He's an emo Batman. He's an emo man.
It was a good movie.
It was a good movie.
Yeah, so you were saying, what else did you get?
I'm not sure I mentioned it before. I got Iron Factory Sea Spray.
Okay.
I just got in Fans Toys Cerebros the other day, and for a figure, that is the plainest looking figure. It's just gray and like light. It's just non-colored, you know. It's painted though, but it's painted boring ass like grayscale. It is a great figure. Like the articulation's there, the materials are good, the hardware's good, the joints are great. I mean, I'm pretty damn impressed.
That head popping off all the time doesn't look all great.
It doesn't pop off. It'll pop off on you if you don't push it in, you know? And that's because of the gimmick that does the chest thing. I don't see the point of the gimmick because, you know, all his stats are 10s. So it just goes from like nothing to full. It just, you know, I don't know. I don't think they needed the gimmick. But no, it doesn't pop. My head doesn't pop off. But it's a great figure and poses great. Let me see. I showed Scarlett. I was like, honey, you see this? I'm like, look, his little head transforms into a robot. She goes, oh. And I was like, but he also turns into a head. And then I was like, it's like this big. The robot's going to be 4 feet tall. And she's like, what? But I got Cerebros. I got 3 Doctor Wu Seekers. I didn't realize that they were 2-packs.
Yeah,
you know?
I didn't either until when I ordered them. That was pretty cool.
Because they were advertised as just Seekers, but each one comes with an Autobot. So one of them comes with Blaster, one of them comes with Sea Spray, and I forget the third. Powerglide, yeah. I can't believe it. I mean, now I get the price. So they're like $12, $15 each, really. You know, and you're getting 2 for the price. It makes more sense to me. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. They're really cute and little. I think I'm going to try this. If I ever get my Unicron situated, the Haslab, I think I'll, you know, these little Dr. Wu guys will go with the Unicron.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Let me see, what else? Oh, yeah, and I got 4 Chomps.
Okay.
It was an accident. So
I got one of them.
You got one, Justin got one, and I gave one to Jisk.
Just don't collect Transformers.
I didn't think I liked the guy, but I do. But we'll talk more about him later because I almost got him. He almost got destroyed by the wife the other day. But Matthew, what'd you get this week, bud?
I also got the Dr. Wu things, the Seekers.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
I got Cyclonus as well from New Age. I got Hannibal in today. I also got the Magic Square Nemesis Prime Pit Lord.
Damn.
Pretty good. That's the new 2.0 version. Not bad at all. I liked it. I got from my boy Extra Zero, I got Exosuit Spike. He picked that up for me, and he also, I think that's it now. Yeah, that's all I found for him. I got the Shattered Glass New Age Michael, or Shattered Glass Starscream.
Nice.
Got him, and I think that is it. I think that's it. Yep. It's been slow. There's not a lot of stuff. I'm debating to get Deformation Space Blaster. I think I should get him, but I don't know if I'm gonna get him or not. But there's not a whole lot of stuff coming out right now.
Matt, you just named like 10 things.
Did I?
You see how your perspective is screwed now?
Is it?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
My name's Robert.
Dr. Phil. No, I was gonna call you Dr. Phil. I don't know. No, I mean, I'm just saying. I would, for a while. I mean, for like the last 3 or 4 months, I was getting stuff in a lot because there was a lot of stuff coming out. But I mean, I've been waiting too for Chosen Prime to get some stuff in. Like they got the clear and the gold David, the Optimus Prime and stuff. I've been waiting.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
So they've been, So it's been kind of slow there, him getting stuff. So, but
can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question about that Shattered Glass Starscream New Age? Is it basically they just put him in Skyfire's colors? Is that it?
Yeah, that's all he's always been. I mean,
So
as far as Shattered Glass.
Where do you get what's the source material for that? Was it a comic?
It first started off as a BotCon, like a BotCon set. It was 2008,
Mm-hmm.
and then they've come out some other Shattered Glass stuff, and then they just recently did the main line. Did 5? They put out 5 Shattered Glass. They did Bumblebee, Jetfire, Starscream, Megatron, and there was another one. Blaster's coming out too as well. as far as Shattered Glass. I mean, it does have some. They came with comics, but I wish they had a bigger fiction because I think it'd be pretty cool to do a whole.
Well, yeah.
Shattered Glass stuff.
I mean, this is the first time I've seen a Shattered Glass Starscream, and I'm thinking like, wow, why did they ever do any other companies do a repaint like this before? You know?
Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool. I think they could do some fiction and everything for it, but like I said, they got some other stuff coming. I think they just showed Blaster. Oh, they did a Blur as well. Shattered Glass Blur.
What color is he?
He is black and blue.
Huh.
He's got lightning stuff all around him and everything. But they just showed off Blaster. I'm sure they'll do a Soundwave. They've done a Soundwave before. There's a rumor that they might do a Titan class Metroplex, I think, for a Shattered Glass. But
really?
I don't know. Yeah, just a rumor though. But that's all I got, Oscar.
Okay, Justin, what'd you get this week?
All right. Well, let's see. I got the.
Oh, we got something.
I did. I got a lot of something actually this time. I got the Moon Studios. They're 2 trains. I have no clue what the Japanese versions of the names are. The Iron Arm and Moonshine. So I think I'm all caught up on my Moon Studios for now. I got Fans Toys Tesla, who I still have not opened, so I cannot give any kind of opinion on it currently. What else? I got the Zeta Toys Firefly, Catapult, and whatever, Silver Arrow, or Silverbolt. I don't know why you guys like Silverbolt so much. I actually think the limbs are pretty decent, and I'm like, God, I hate this Silverbolt. Like, once he's in his robot mode, I think he's fine, but I really do not particularly like his airplane mode. I think it just falls apart, and, you guys are saying maybe I got like just happened to get a defective one or something like that.
No, he's a bitch to tab in alt mode, but once you get him together, he's nice.
I don't even think he is. Like, I've been messing with him, and the wings just can pop out of the alt mode all the time. They do not sit there. Like, everything's all tabbed in tight, and the wings will just pop right back out. I'm like, what the hell is going on with this thing? So, I don't know.
You're not doing it right.
I guess maybe. I mean, that's possible. So,
you're a communist.
No, them arm limbs were trash.
I thought they were pretty okay. I mean, maybe it's because you guys said they were so bad that, like, I got them. I'm like, I'm okay with this. Like, it's not the best thing I've ever seen, but it works. So, I don't know.
I'll tell you what, that Tesla.
I don't like their hands, though. The way the hands kind of just.
Oh, yeah, they don't lock in at all. Yeah.
So, like, you try to put the weapon in their hand, and then they, like, next thing you know, they're just kind of
you're going to be.
You're like, where's his hand?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, and plus
stuck
they
to the
get
gun.
stuck in there too, man. Mine got stuck in the hands all the time.
Yeah,
dick.
That's true.
So-
I never tried to take the gun out, so maybe I'll feel different once I try. But
No, you take the gun out, you're removing the hand.
okay.
Yeah, it's gonna pop
all
off.
comes
Yeah, the
out.
hand's gonna pop off. Yeah.
I wouldn't even call it pop. Just kind of softly slides out with absolutely no friction.
True. That's true.
I'll tell you, that Tesla, man, you put it on a shelf just by itself, and it is fucking beautiful.
Mhm.
Like, that one figure really stands out. Like, I'm slowly putting together my shelves in Jersey, and I just got him standing on his own, like, Skinny Billy shelf. He's just really pretty. I couldn't believe it for a Perceptor,
Mhm.
I got those train bots, too. I forgot. I don't know. It's that kind of Zeta deflated feeling you have when you get the Zeta and you're just like, meh. Because they're not so great. But you'll get there with combined mode. But in the meantime, you're just kind of like, this is all right.
Man, it was just the last one. I mean, the Moonshine was it's been the weakest link out of all 4 of them. And I mean, it's, like I said, it's going to go in combined mode. But yeah, it has some issues. I mean, right out of the box, I mean, it was floppy and stuff. But the other 3 are just fine. I mean, I think they're really good. I think the legs are really awesome, to be honest.
Yeah, I just mean visually, just their presentation. They're not ugly. They're just a little plain,
Yeah, they're not the most like standout piece to look at. A lot of them. So.
Oh, well, they're trains. I mean, too. I mean, they're just like, I don't know. I mean, it's Raiden. I mean, we're not, I don't know anything. I don't know anything. As far as backstories of Raiden. I'm lucky. He's going to be my only one I have, and that's it. I have a Raiden, but I don't know anything about his backstory or anything like that. So
You're not going to follow through on the Takara?
No, fuck no. I'm gonna get that one and I'll probably sell it. Hopefully.
Why? Why?
Because it's the size of the Combiner Wars.
Yeah, they're really like that's a real disappointment for.
Plus, I'm paying
Sorry,
$200. I mean, you're paying 150 to $200 for it. No, I'm like I said, they won't let me cancel. I got through Amazon Japan, so they won't let me cancel. So I'm gonna get that one. And if I like it, like I said, it looks fine in train mode. I mean, I look at the pictures. The train looks okay. I'll put it in train mode and leave it like that. I'm not gonna pay $1,000 to $1,200 for a Combiner Wars combiner. I don't have those. I don't.
Yeah, that's a tough pill to swallow there.
Man, you're balling, Matt. You just gotta do one extra review and you got the money.
Oh man, I wish, dude.
Back
I really did.
Back in the day, maybe. Not now.
Yeah, I can get making shit nowadays, man.
So.
Anyway, sorry, Justin. What you got? What
No
else
worries.
you got?
I got the New Age, the toy version, and the cartoon version Mirage. And that's like this really interesting moment for me because like I could not stand that Mirage toy as a kid. Like I really hated Mirage, And then I have this toy and I'm like I love this little toy. Like it's everything that I had as a kid, like again, but this time I actually love it and appreciate it. So having the cartoon version of it it's nice. I like it. So I can't explain why. Yeah, it's like I hated it so much. Like actually having it now makes me happy, and I don't know why.
That's a great figure.
It is.
That's a great figure.
He's an awesome figure. And I am not sad to own him in both toy version. And I did debate a while if I wanted to do like the red color or the blue one, and then I just ultimately decided to go with blue since it's what I had as a kid. So,
right, I agree with you.
Yeah. Let's see. I got Fanshobby, their siren, their red buzzer, and I got the.
What's that?
What's that?
What is that?
That's siren, the headmaster.
Headmaster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got red buzzer, and then I got the TFCon exclusive, what the hell's his name? Pyro. So,
yeah.
Oh, wow. Cool. Got that.
That's a good mold. I like that mold.
Yeah, I thought it would be cool. For my son, nice. I got the 5-2 Toys Bloodstone. I have not messed.
Oh, that's a good one.
I will give it to him when he's a little older because I know it's a little bit much.
What is that?
It's got a blast effect. It's got a little looks like a electric or like a thunder my God, what the fuck? It's fun. It looks like a little mini Godzilla.
Yeah, it almost looks like a Trypticon in a way, so.
Yeah.
But I figure it's a little bit too much for him right now. I want to get the just a little simple T-Rex, their mascot figure, but it's out of stock, so I'm waiting for that to come back, and I figured that would be the first one I actually give to him since it'll be probably easier for him to work with. What else? I got the Magic Square Hound.
Nice.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I thought
I'm waiting for Jazz. I can't wait for Jazz to come out.
And I figured, if for some reason New Age doesn't put out a Hound, even though they're going to.
They will. But
yeah.
Man, that Magic Square one,
now,
the Hound.
It's a great
really
stand-in.
good.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And then let's see, I got a replacement part for my Starscream, my Make Toys Meteor, so that's been God knows how long I've been waiting for that, and I think Brandon just took it off of one he had and sent it to me, so I appreciate that.
What was the part that broke?
It was the tail fin of the jet was actually bent out of the box, and yeah, I've been waiting for that part forever, so I'm still waiting for my damn Fanshobby what is it, Armada Optimus Prime that has the cracks in it that everybody's has, and they apparently sent it a year and a half ago, and yeah, still no new word on that, but I guess we'll
Fans
that comes. Yeah,
Fanshobby should make a hot house.
They should. Anyway, and the final thing I got, well, I guess is it the final thing? I don't remember if I said it last week, but I got the big Firebird Mocha. I don't know how you want to pronounce it. Chosen Prime calls it Mocha, but it's listed as Muka on the box. So I don't know. Whatever. One of them.
You should just call it Thirsty Justin.
Jugs McGee. So, and then, yeah, I don't remember if I said on the last time that we were podcasting because it's been like 7 years now. But I got a replacement chest and head for her that gives her more like a standard RC looking head and things like that. And she's a way better looking figure in my opinion. So, yeah, I'm happy. I think she's cool. I like the bot mode. I like the car mode. I'm happy. And she doesn't look ridiculous with the giant oversized chest. So that's all I got. But that was not just all. I mean, that was a lot. So I'm happy.
Yeah, right on. Yay.
Oscar, what did you get?
I got a box from Robert. And in this box, he gifted me
Wait, did you get it from Robert or did you get it from Robert's Dildo Emporium?
golden dildo.
Okay.
No, thankfully he didn't write that because Carrie had to receive the package, so I'm really glad that didn't happen. He sent me Fans Toys Chomp. He sent me the Kanks Toys.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Robert. How many are you down to now? Like 6?
I have one now.
Okay.
I'm back to one. I'm happy.
Which I didn't think I'd like at first, and I was like, oh well. Then I got my hands on it, and then I was talking to Robert on Facebook, and he's like, "Oh, transform it, man! You gotta love it! You gotta love it!" So I sat there and I tried to follow the instructions, and of course, the instructions are those weird 3D CAD renders with red highlighted parts, and I was like, "Let's see if there's a video up."
Mm-hmm.
And
instructions have gotten so bad.
Like, so finally,
like ever since I've stopped reviewing, I'm like, am I not good at this anymore? Are they really bad?
Yeah.
It really does beats up your self-esteem a little bit there. So, but of course, there's some smug douchebags out there like, I don't talk to anyone if they can't transform MP44 without the instructions.
Exactly. Yeah.
But that same individual is keeping young women locked up in his basement on a regular basis, so that's fine.
You're not a real transform MP44 without instructions.
Yeah, you're not a real fan. But yeah, I ended up looking up a video for MGO, and he gave instructions on how to transform him, and went through that, and I made him into a crocodile finally after being very careful for about 20 minutes, and oh my god, I don't get excited for alt modes, right? Except for the MP Plus Seekers that just came out. I love their alt modes, but I love the robot modes. But this had me excited for a fucking alligator, of all things.
Right.
And it just fucking works. And then the other day, I'm like, let me transform him back to robot. How much of a pain could it be? So I'm watching TV with the wife, and Fans Toys has that plastic rattle, crickle sound, when you're moving the panels around and shit.
Yeah.
It was driving her fucking crazy. She's like, oh my god, are you done yet? And I'm like, no, I'm not done. Trying to make this guy to a fucking robot.
I'm done with you. That's what I'm done with.
You hungry, bud? Because you about to eat that attitude.
Yeah, you are going to eat that goddamn attitude.
I'll box your ears. You won't hear the squeaking no more.
So
New Jersey.
So yeah, I was driving her fucking crazy with it. I went ahead and finally got it back to robot mode. He's on display right now in robot mode. I'm probably gonna mess around with him later on this week, put him back as an alligator so I can pose him fighting the Mezco 112 Popeye that Robert sent me.
Do you have Mind Wipe? Because that's probably one of the best. That's one of my favorite fan toys.
I wasn't on the Fans Toys hype train at the time, man. I really thought
that Mind Wipe is really, that's like I said, it's one of my favorite Fans Toys figures is the Mind Wipe. Lupus is okay too. The werewolf is alright.
The Lupus looks fucking great. He really does. But I mean, I'm very, very impressed with his figure. Blown away by it. I also got the Kanks Toys Legend Class Dive Bomb that they made, which I think is the only one they'll ever make.
They'll finish it, but that's beautiful. That's a beautiful figure right there.
That is. His cod piece hops out all the time, and I was like, I'll make him like this horrific, deadly bird that just on everybody. And this codpiece keeps popping out, but it's like, whatever. But it's fantastic. It is probably absolutely. Thank you, Robert. It's absolutely beautiful.
My pleasure.
And the Popeye figure is absolutely jarring to look at.
It's a thing of nightmares. That thing.
It is. It looks a lot like those Facebook articles you see, like, oh, cartoonist makes real life depictions of famous cartoon characters like Popeye and Homer Simpson. And I'm just like, oh, but it's like at the same time, it's like I remember in all the Saturday mornings that, you know, things weren't great in childhood household, and that was part of my getaway, you know, my escape. It was seeing this very lanky sailor with one good eye hitting on this like beanpole of a woman. You know, he's like, oh, you know, and it's like, I don't know, like I think he's great, man. I really do.
Y'all remember the movie? I think Robin Williams.
Yeah, with Robin Williams, yeah.
I thought he did a really good job with that.
I love that movie. I hate the people that sit there and say it's absolute shit because, you know, I don't listen to people's opinions on film anymore because those people that sit there and say, oh my God, that was such a forced scene. It's like, yeah, but what have you done? You know, like if you don't enjoy it, that's fine, but don't sit there and try to make your opinion, you know, gospel because you didn't like that scene in that one film from like 30 fucking years ago before you were even born. You know, half these fucking douchebags.
I love that movie.
I love it. I thought it was great. I'm a big Robin Williams fan. I loved him in that movie, so you know.
It's been a
Whoever
while
played Brutus?
Say what?
Sorry. What?
I said it was a long time since I've seen that movie, but I remember it being a good movie.
Yeah, Shelley Long was in it. I forgot who played Bluto, but like I'll never forget that song.
Yeah, who was Bluto? He was I forgot what it was. That came out like in 81, I think. 80,
I want to say, yeah, like 80. I don't know. We have the internet at our fingertips. We could research it later. But yeah, man, like I love that movie, man, and that's why I kind of dig this figure because I feel like there's a hint of Robin Williams there. You know, and it's like, you know, eat your spinach. Nah, I don't want to eat my spinach. Right? So I don't know, it's great. I like it. It's fantastic. I also got, what else did I get from Robert? Fans Tours Rig.
Oh, Hover?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, he's still in the box.
I like Hover.
Not a fan.
You don't like it?
I haven't even taken him out. Like, I'm just looking at the images in the back of it.
How can you say you're not a fan if you haven't even transformed it? You said the same thing about Chomp.
Like, Chomp has its Chomp has its like aesthetic that I really like and it's pleasing to look at, even when like I wasn't crazy about it. I look at Rig and again he's still in the box and I see like these danky fucking arms.
I will tell you the images don't do it as much justice as the figure. Like it does not photo well, like at all. Like I was like when I got it, I was like I don't know if I like it more than whatever Bad Cube, and then like the more it like sat there, I'm like okay, it's definitely better. And like the worst part is when the arms are like up and down. When you have them in any kind of like pose that they're not just like by his side, they don't look quite as bad. Like I have mine like tilted.
Yeah, but that was the cartoon. I mean,
it is the cartoon, and I think the cartoon looks stupid in that regard.
Yeah, he's very cartoon accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so he's gonna look stupid, you know.
No, but he does stupid real well though. He looks good. Even though I love those arms. I love that every one of these robots.
The paint on's good too. The finish on him.
Oh, the paint is amazing. Everything else is really good about him. And like, yeah, the more you actually dive into it and like get away from looking at that picture, I think the better the toy ends up being.
I don't know where they get their paint from, but New Age and Fans Toys have the best paint for any Transformer.
Oh yeah,
but honestly, by the way, on my Cyclonus, there was a Fans Toys QC sticker on it. Matt's review mentioned
Did it say
well.
Fans Toys on it?
No, it said QC Pass 1.
So it could be a generic QC sticker, so it doesn't necessarily mean it's from Fans Toys.
I've never seen those QC stickers on anything else I've ever bought. I've only ever seen it on Fans Toys.
Google it, you'll find out.
You've never seen Fans Toys and New Age in the same room at the same time.
Exactly.
So,
mine don't even reside on the same shelf.
Bullshit. Don't give me that New Age is really
I'm just saying.
Shit.
I'm just saying, man.
Fucking dumb. You're just
It's not. Dude, no, they're both, the materials feel good. The paint is really good. The articulation most of the time is really good. I mean, they're really similar. I'm really close. I mean, I could see Fans Toys
I actually could see
being
it
New
too.
Age.
I think some of the design cues from New Age actually do come from Fans Toys.
And the materials.
Kudos to you two for still having strong internet with the tinfoil hats on your head.
Honestly, with that, listen, with the
All
paint,
three of you in this
with
place.
the paint and the materials that New Age uses and Fans Toys uses, I'm thinking that perhaps at least New Age is using Fans Toys' factory. Like, I really do. Like,
No,
if
I
it's
think
not.
they're the same company.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you're right. But what's interesting is somebody made a hilarious comment on my post in the Fans Toys Masterpiece official page. He was like, they can't be related because New Age comes at an ab crunch.
Oh, that is true. That's
You know.
it. I mean, but it's a lot easier to put an ab crunch on a 3-inch figure or whatever than a.
So let me ask you guys. I have the New Age Seekers, right? I have a New Age Sunstorm. I bought it to see how I would feel about it. I love it, but over time, since I got it, I've transformed it twice, and now the legs are loosey goosey.
Yeah, some of them do. My Star Trim like that. I mean, I need to put some Kiki on it. Now, not all of them. Now, like I said, my first Star Trim I got is really loose now. I mean, it's really loose.
Well, I mean, look, that's the downside of Legends figures. Anyone that uses any joints that's a pin joint, you're going to have that. A pin joint will loosen up. You know? That's why I like Magic Square, because they don't use as many ball joints and pin joints. They do use.
I think the Seeker mold is probably one of my favorite molds. I mean, all my collection I have for New Age. I love that Seeker mold. It's a great look. I love the leg transformation. Just something that small to do that leg transformation is just, and then the way the cockpit, swivels
You love
in and
cock.
out. I love it.
Do you know what? Do you know what?
Cock.
Every figure from Iron Factory is still super tight, like right out of the box. Can you believe that?
Yeah. I mean, because
Every-
it's so
Okay,
closely
so-
built. It's like
just
it's so
gonna-
thick. It's meaty.
Just gonna
Like a big
finish. I
cock.
want to. Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna get yourself a big cock, but
Like a big cock. I
Just
love the Iron Factory.
cut a
man.
hole in the bathroom wall and put your mouth on your one end. Something will
Dude.
go in there.
Y'all need to get some Iron Factory. If y'all don't have any Iron Factory in your life, you're missing out on some Iron.
That's Matthew's code word for cock in a bathroom.
Cock, big cock.
So I also got from a listener, Joe, who was kind enough to reach out to me. This is why I
Joe
love
Mama.
our listeners sometimes.
Jamama?
No, not Joe Mambo.
Do you get
I
some
know it's
oranges?
stupid. Joe reached out and was like, "Hey, I heard you're looking for an Insecticon. There's one on my Target. You want me to pick it up for you? And I'll just charge you retail plus shipping."
Which is kickback, you mean?
Yeah, kickback.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So he picks up kickback for me, ships it out to me without a problem,
Fuck yeah.
and I get kickback. It's great. Aesthetically he looks great, and his transformation is fun. It's very, very simple, right? Some of the joints feel floppy, but nothing a little Kiki couldn't fix, right?
Kiki.
Like we're talking Kiki, like she's some sort of special chick in high school.
Your
that
shit
hooks up
ain't,
everybody.
my shit ain't floppy. Your just shit is floppy.
Maybe I got a bum one, right?
You come on around and Kiki can fix it all.
Yeah, she makes it all better.
Kiki can
But
yeah.
true story. When I was 19, I dated a stripper named Kiki.
Oh,
She
you
was
did?
25.
And had a
Oh, you
penis.
did. Liar.
No, she doesn't have a penis. I'm just saying that because you get kicked out of every
She
strip
was
club you're at.
She was a man
And they
boy.
always end, every time they kick you out, they always end it with the words, "Stop recording the girls in the bathroom, sir." So anyway, so yeah, I got him.
Was that the sound
and
she made you make with her penis?
Click, 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 click,
Um,
click.
So then the only downside to this past couple of weeks was I found a seller on Facebook who was selling a legacy drag strips. I'm like, cool, save me, I'll pay the extra money for shipping because that's like wasting the money and gas to go hunting for it, right? So I'm like, okay, send me the drag strip. I reach out to him, we exchange. I pay goods and services because, I don't know this dude from Adam. I'm not going to say this guy's fucking name. And he marks it as ship. I get a tracking. I start watching the tracking. It's coming to my area. And on the 5th of May, I was supposed to get it. And something happened that I didn't get delivered. So I'm like, okay, so let me give this a few more days. And of course, I get caught up with work. So basically 5 more days come by after I was supposed to receive them. And nothing. So I checked the tracking this past Saturday, and it states that return to sender has been processed. So I'm like, oh no. I go to one post office to find out it's the wrong one because I live in a new zip code, so I got to go to another one. I'm like, all right, so I go to the other post office. I wait online, not a big line. I go up there. I talk to her. I'm like, hey, I was supposed to get this package. You're tracking. So she's like, oh, let me get you to my manager. So out comes this lady handing out Baby Ruths to everyone there. And she's just like, how can I help you? So I'm like, hey, I got this tracking. This package was supposed to be delivered on the 5th, but apparently on the 12th, mind you, this is the 14th now. I'm like, it was processed to return to sender. And she's like, oh, well, it's already gone. I'm like, okay. Well, why was only one delivery attempt made? Well, we have a lot of new runners out here, so they basically put it on the wrong rack when they come back. I'm like,
that ain't my fault. That's your fault.
I'm like, okay, so that's it. You can't find out who tried to deliver it and touch base with them and be like, hey, make sure you're able to deliver these packages, put them on this rack. She's like, well, and she was just straight up frank with me. She's like, I just don't have time to do that. And I'm like, well, you have time to hand out candy to your coworkers. You could trust these issues. I'm like, you know what? That's fine. I'm like, I just know for a fact, and in my professional life,
you know what would help you with your timekeeping? A nice clock.
So
uppercut.
So in my day job, I don't answer to anybody except the boss of bosses, right?
And Jesus.
I'm in management. I don't talk to Jesus. That bitch cuts grass. So when something goes wrong with one of my guys, especially when it comes to our delivery, I have to be able to answer to my superiors about that or the customer. So when the customer wants to know who delivered it, I give them a name and tell them, hey, I'll touch base with this guy, make sure it doesn't happen again. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I didn't get a sorry. I didn't get an anything. She just said, I can't help it if you put it on the wrong rack. I'm like, well, by then it didn't make no sense to argue with her. So
just start flipping tables, man.
I walked out. I reached out to the seller. I'm like, hey, I sent him a screenshot. Looks like it's coming back to you, man. So, I don't know what to say, but you should get it within a few days. And he replies back, all right, be straight with me. Did you refuse this package? I'm like, no, I would not refuse this package.
How the fuck would I pay for something and refuse it? Get the
it never showed up here in the first place. And I'm like, what can we do here? What's the next step?
He thought you kept it then. He thought you kept it and wanted your money back.
Yeah, so I go, I would like a refund. And he's like, well, I don't understand. Is it this address? Yes, it's this address. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to have to sleep on it. Let you know if I want to give you a refund. So I was like, you know what, man? Fuck it. I don't care. Keep the money. I'll take it as a fucking loss. You're a scumbag. And that's it.
How can you keep the money? You should file a PayPal on that one. It's one thing if you lose the shipping because shit sucks, that's nothing he did wrong, nothing you did wrong. But if he has the toy back, should not be that you have to pay that back. That makes no sense.
He should already got it back, probably.
Yeah.
So
why don't you want to name names?
I don't want to name because it is petty and childish to do that,
Is it Jeff? I know a Jeff that does that shit, man.
That's not a Jeff.
Steve?
No.
Ed.
Bob.
Nope.
Bob.
Jim.
Ben Dover.
That's what I basically did, but
was it Joe, Mama? Was it the Joe fella?
No.
Was it Joe, Mama?
Podcast.
Actually, one of the names you said was right.
Were you like, please, I'll let you on my podcast. Give me my toy. Please.
How much did you pay for it?
Mr. Mama.
$32.
32? Okay.
Please, Mr. Mama.
Dude, if I see drag strip, man, I'll get you one, man. I didn't know you was looking for drag strip until just recently. But
I was gonna pre-order him, but I was like, he'll be out in the wild, and he's been out for a few weeks now, and all I see is RCs, man.
I'll find him. I'll get him for you, man.
So it was Jim.
No, his name was Steven. That's all I'll say.
Stephen Piercy from Rat.
No.
Is he in jail in Washington State? Is it Washington? Oregon? I don't remember.
I got you. Man, if I find a drag strip, man, I'll get it for you, man.
Was it Steve?
Calm your titties, all right?
Was it Steve Buscemi?
Oh, my God.
No.
Hey,
it was Steve Buscemi.
Did y'all see Civil Warrior reissued General Grant?
Yes.
Listen, Matthew, when
That's
you send it to Oscar, get the address wrong.
Okay.
So it gets sent back.
Nah, dude. If I do find him, I found one out in the wild too, man. Yeah, him and Kickback was taking forever for me to find, but I finally found him. But if I find Dragstrip, man, I'll get him.
You know what else I found? I found a bulkhead, a legacy
that's a
bulkhead.
good one.
I forgot. Yeah, he's pretty.
That's
decent.
a fun one.
Yeah,
I like that one. Yeah, I like the legacy line so far. That's pretty good so far.
It's not bad. It's reimagining of popular characters. You know, some straight up like the Skids is a G1 homage straight up. It's just a G1 version of him articulated. But I like the line so far. I'm not a fan of the RC. I think she's the weakest one of the first wave. But that's my opinion.
I can see that.
It's not.
But I still like her though. I mean, she's weak. She's probably the weakest one, but I still think she's fun.
Like one I wasn't crazy about when I first saw him, but now after looking at him a few more times, I did pre-order him, was Knockout. Because I'm infatuated with the Prime mold, but it's like this is a nice take on him, and it's still Knockout, and he still gets his staff. He still gets at least this version will have the yellow rims that doesn't require like a sticker set from Toy Hacks or Repro labels as they were called back then.
I'm ready for a Minosaur. I think I'm excited.
I am too, but that's why I want a drag strip. I want this.
I'll get you one. God damn. Calm your tits, man.
Calm the calamities that is your memories.
Charge him scalper prices.
$55.
You want this shipped? Send this friends and family.
I'm going to take it out of the box.
So, and another thing I mentioned the last time I was here when I was looking at the fandom, I've seen a lot of ups and downs. Recently at another group, it was like a Marvel Legends group. It was they call it the fuck group, right? Figure Ultimate Collectors Kingdoms.
Matt, switch out to C-Dub.
Switch out to what?
C-Dub.
Just put in one of those Fortnite figures that I think you might still have.
Put in the C-Dub one in the. You can too, actually. You just have to cut the ties and just put it in there. I'll send Oscar, man. Oscar, you want to talk about being pissed, man? He'd get all excited and he opens it up like, fuck. Is that C-Dub?
Sorry, Oscar.
You see these people post like, hey, buyer, seller buyer beware, don't deal with this guy, seller beware, whatever. And apparently, this guy bought some figures from another seller. He paid about $80 for them. And apparently this individual who bought the figures is handicapped. He's deaf, so he gets SSI.
Oh, I saw that post.
Yeah, and like hook, line, and sinker paid him friends and family without knowing this guy. After he told him, oh, hey, you sent that good to services, Like, you got to pay me friends and family. And he just went ahead and fucking did it. Like,
fuck no.
Up shit's creek and all that stuff. And I honestly got to feel bad. But at the same time, it's like, dude, like, you've been on Facebook. Your profile says you've been on Facebook for quite a long time. You should have seen posts like this.
Yeah. I mean, I would feel bad for him, but yeah, you also got to know, look, you never do friends and family unless you know them as a friend and family.
Yeah. Like, whenever I buy stuff from, like, Rick Valdez, who's a big toy hustler, I never pay him because of services. It's always friends and family because I trust Rick, and I know I can trust Rick to shit stuff out.
But he's all over Facebook. I mean, you know the people that you can do friends and family with. Like, if you see, like, Rick, you see him on Facebook everywhere. Like, he's not going to screw you over. I mean, it's just, yeah. I mean, but you also got to, I don't care what they say. If they come back with, oh, no, I can't take, that. I got to do friends. Well, I'm not taking your shit then. Fuck you.
Yeah, like, I won't do Facebook Pay. I'm not going to open up a Venmo account. I'm not going to cash app you. Like, fuck you. We do it through PayPal or nothing at all.
I'll get you a money order on Friday.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Well, it got worse with that guy. He paid him $60 for like 4, what was it, Nightcrawlers or something? Oh, Mystique, what was it?
Mystiques.
Yeah, $60 like 4 of these figures that are apparently really expensive. And then when he didn't ship it, the guy hit him up for an extra $20. And then the guy PayPal'd him the extra $20, and then he still didn't send the money.
Dude. Does anybody know the guy?
And then when people were laughing at him, he like started blocking people left and right, and then he threatened to shut down the group to report it to Facebook, and then he got banned.
Oh man, that sucks.
Oh god.
Oh, you guys love
quite a
fucking
fucking
nerds,
shit show.
Man. Fucking nerds.
Oh my god, that was a fucking dumpster fire.
Facebook's a cesspool.
It's just toys, right? But when you sit there and you're upfront, you're honest with somebody, and you're like, hey, I didn't get it. Send me a refund. And their response is, I need to sleep on it. Wow, fuck you, dude. Like, you are an absolute piece of shit.
Yeah, fuck you, Steve. Fucking dickhead.
You know, like, whatever, man. Like,
fuck you, Steve.
Yeah, Steve. I hope you know that all Hail Unicron hates you.
Yeah, all the 4 listeners hate you too.
And
nobody, Mr. Howell.
Nobody.
I hope you go to take your garbage out and you get attacked by a raccoon.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
and
you know what? I hope that the drag strip that's coming back. I hope that there's a raccoon in its open packaging, and you open the box and it just jumps out and mauls you. So.
That's fucking random.
I hope that when you open up that drag strip box, the box is full of ticks.
C-dub. I hope it's a C-dub. You know what? I hope you get
get that drag strip back. You open it up and forever cursed with erectile dysfunction. And the only way you could get erections is by watching puppies. You sick fuck.
Damn, dude. I hope when he gets there, I hope it's a bunch of oranges that Oscar sold you.
Wait, peeled ones in a clear plastic bag
that are moldy. Gross. You can't eat them because you know you like oranges, but you just can't eat them because they're moldy.
That wasn't a Florida joke. That was a racist Hispanic joke.
It sure was.
No, that was fuck yourself, Florida.
Because if you ain't got Hispanics driving around construction sites going, hey, let me get your scrap steel. We're on the interstate selling oranges like the brave souls that we are.
You say, hey, let me get that steel.
Hey man, let me get some scrap steel. Is that some copper? You just gonna throw that away, man? I can use it. Come on, man, let me get it. Vale. Which the plus side is I did end up getting banned from Facebook from commenting or doing anything on Facebook for 24 hours because of a comment I made on a post in Realm of Cooks. Shout out to the Realm of Collectors. So
Realm of Cooks.
Yeah, it was the Realm of Cooks. And of all the groups the Realm has, it's the fucking cooking group that gets 2 strikes in the same day. So,
we almost got taken down. That was funny.
Yeah, it's over a lady who made this shitty cream M&M pie, right? And it's the same lady that takes like 20 minutes to do a 5-minute fucking recipe because she does everything so slow. And I made the comment like, hey, I saw this lady once make like she put zebra cakes in a waffle iron. And it took her like 20 minutes to get it fucking done. I swear to God, I hope all her appliances come to life in her house and burn it down. Apparently, that violates Facebook's community standards of inciting violence.
I hope your appliances come to life and burn your house down.
Like, I'm just not a fan of it. And it's not the poster I was making that comment at. It was the woman that made the video. You know, and it's like, fuck, man, fuck off, dude. It's the same thing like that sick fuck that marinated his steaks in Coca-Cola and coffee. And it's like, yeah, bro, this is how you do it, bro. This is how you do it. You got marinated, bro. You know, and 20-hour video of him like, it's still marinating, bro. You know, yeah, bro.
I've never been banned from fucking Facebook, ever.
So, oh, no, there's a first time for everybody. Apparently, Justin Lynette got fucking banned for like fucking 2 weeks or something like that because of some stupid shit he posted or shared.
Aren't people getting banned like for like shit they posted like years ago or something?
They're getting like warnings like, hey, you posted this a year ago.
It was a year ago.
This has the word retard, libtard in it, and you can't say that anymore. So this is just telling you we saw this, so we took it down. And it's like, fuck, it was like 2 years ago, man. You know, and Mark's like, it's what humans do. It is what humans do.
I'm a lizard.
I am a lizard man. Now. I've eaten 2 of my young.
Damn.
So yeah, that was that, and that's been the eventful week. Besides when I mowed my lawn and I accidentally hit my neighbor with a chunk of dog shit.
All right, good night, folks. We're done.
Yeah, all right. Thanks for watching us. But yeah, me and Chris Bishop, it's not his real name, were the ones that got in trouble in Realm of Cooks. And we're sorry. I'm sorry. I'm apologizing openly, especially Eddie Dust myself. Just like, dude, I'm sorry, man. Like, I didn't think it would, whatever. He's like, fuck, man. But anyway, moving on to fuck, man. There's a reliable rumor that Fanstoys is finally releasing Trailbreaker this June. That's next month.
Yep. From a couple of sources, that's the word that they had to choose from. I'll tell you right now. The three choices Fanstoys had was the Sovereign repaint, Outback, or Trailbreaker. And they went with Trailbreaker, and apparently it's to get ahead of Takara.
Wait. I thought Sovereign's not come out. The repaint's not come out till December.
They had the option. They could have done Sovereign, the toy repaint, or they could have done Outback, or what got them to do Trailbreaker. I think they pushed it up 2 months is because they wanted to just get it out way before the official MP was released.
Do you think Fanstoys gives a fucking more about Hasbro or Takara?
Yeah.
I think, you know what? I think for me, to be honest, I think they have I don't want to say like a secret handshake, but a handshake, underneath the table, saying that, because I've never seen.
It's a tuggy, Matt.
It's a huggy. Okay, my bad. Well, I've never seen Hasbro go after, or Takara, I've never seen them go after Fanstoys. I know Fanstoys is back down, Soundwave and some other stuff, stuff that they. Out. But I think they have a kind of a mutual friendship, I guess, because Fanstoys hadn't really stepped on their toes.
Well, there were rumors. What happened when Hasbro stepped in and got the Chinese government to take down Wei Zhang, right? They also took down, with Wei Zhang, who else did they take down? God damn it.
Did they take down a big, not KFC?
Wasn't it Black Mamba?
They took down a couple companies. That's when, that period of time, Fanstoys kind of disappeared for a little while. And people were like loving the fact that they might be gone. Like, they're just like, it's like, why, you idiots?
Why would you love if they're gone? They're putting out shit, man.
That's what they get for being so expensive. Like, idiots.
No, that's what you get for being so broke.
Yeah,
but they're not broke. None of these
put out
fuckers.
Such high quality toys.
Look, you can look at your shelf. You can look at any mainline shelf, and there's easily $300 on that shelf, and it's cluttered. Or you can have two figures from Fanstoys, one figure from Fanstoys. But
I'd rather have $300 worth of other stuff.
I prefer to just have one figure, but it's the same money getting spent. But anyway, so the rumor was that they backed away, and what I heard, I'm not sure how reliable it is, that they basically agreed to limit their productions, and also they have to pay some type of royalty. I'm not sure if it's to the government, almost like a kickback to the government to not get in trouble, and that's one of the reasons the price spiked. That's why
corruption in major government, right? Big shot.
Yeah, okay. Exactly. And that happens in China all the time, But that's that, and along with that, then you saw the prices increase. And that's when you saw the funny thing is, like, we see more availability of figures now, but I think that is partly because retailers are limiting the amount of sales per customer now. 1 per customer or 2 per customer tops that you'll see depending on the figure. And I think that's allowed because scalpers were having a big effect on availability. That's what scalpers do. You go ahead and buy 5 to 10 figures, and many people do that, you are affecting the market now. The price is jacking up on the secondary market. You are artificially affecting the supply and demand. So I think by having the retailers step in and limit the amount that can be sold to any one customer, you're seeing more of a normalization in the supply of these figures. There are still Fanstoys figures out that are available now. Like, if you can still get Perceptor, a couple of figures you can still get.
Yeah, you can still get some of their newer stuff. I mean, I don't understand, yeah, Fanstoys is jacked up the prices, and there's probably, reasons for it, like you just said. But why would you want to get rid of a company like that? They're the ones that are putting out fucking Transformers.
It's Schadenfreude. It's just people want.
Name some other company other than X-Transpots. Fanshobby is putting out a lot of stuff. But, Fanstoys is putting out the G1 Masterpiece figures. Takara, is putting out maybe 1 or 2 a year if we're lucky. I mean, I just don't understand that. You may hate Fanstoys, but why would you want a company to fail, if you collect MP scale stuff?
Yeah, seriously, like if anything, you're like you want as many companies out there to push each
Oh,
other
yeah.
to make the best
Definitely.
product. You know, like you don't want a world that's just X Transbots. You think Keith is gonna give a shit about if people like really think he's putting out a great product? Like, look at old X Transbots. That's what you'll get. You know.
Yeah, the quality will go down.
Do you think
So
Magic
he has no
Square would have done
competition.
Yeah.
Do you think Magic Square would have done a Prime 2.0 if they weren't trying to compete with
No.
New Age?
Yeah.
No,
exactly.
they just like the other one. I mean, the competition is good. I mean, it gives you. I mean, it is kind of sucks that they're putting out some of the same stuff. Especially with Magic Square and New Age. They're kind of going
100%.
back and forth sometimes. But we're getting stuff and everything. Different stuff from them too as well. But like I said, if X Transbots was the only thing putting out masterpiece scale stuff, their quality would go down because they would have no competition. Like,
Right.
why would they give a shit to make a great product? You're going to buy it anyways because nobody else is selling it.
Right. If there was no Moon Studios, you'd be stuck spending $250 on a little itty bitty, train bot.
I say, and Takara, I don't know, man. I don't know what Takara's doing. I mean, they're like I said, they put out one or two a figure a year, and it's just, I don't know. I mean, we already have 5 Trailbreakers already.
Well, I mean, in fairness, Hasbro should put out a Trailbreaker, but I am surprised that the G1 MP line has taken such a backseat at this point for them. Like, I don't know. I know there's extra licensing and all that stuff involved, and maybe that's totally.
Yeah, but they
the
could have put
reason
out
why.
season 3.
Yeah.
What's holding them back from putting out Galvatron, Scourge,
100%. Yeah.
Dinobots, the rest of the Dinobots? I mean, you don't need any licensing.
It could be anything from focus groups to someone in an office going, nah, not yet. It could be any. Honestly, that could be it. Competition is good for any business that you're in. It's all about how you guys behave as the business that's in that competition, right? Whether it be like to harken back to the old Monday Night Wars between the WWF and WCW, right? WCW made a regular thing to go ahead and just spoil the WWF's program that were pre-taped by going, oh, this guy loses, this guy wins their championship, blah blah blah, right? So. I don't know, man. Like the whole thing's fucking messy. And the biggest disappointments like I've ever had with third party is when 5 companies are doing the same fucking character. And choices are great, but when they all look basically the same and it all comes down to how they're made and the only real decision you can make is to buy all 5 of those things, it just gets fucking frustrating after a while.
I mean,
That's
look how many Springers we have.
Look how many Devastators we have.
X Transpots they even put. I don't think X Transpots put their Springer out yet, but we have at least 4 or 5 of them out already.
There's a new Devastator Wars out with that company. I forget what they're called. They're doing one. You got X Transbots doing one, and someone else is doing one. And it might be MMC. They might have teased the Devastator. See, possibly 3, definitely 2 new MP Devastators.
Like, I don't fucking understand the need
and
for
not
it.
a Defensor, not one Defensor, not one Computron.
Well, I mean,
really
we got
think no one's
X
going to want to buy
Transpots.
those?
There's always they're making there's 2 Defensors right now. MMC and X Transpots are making Defensor.
Right.
Now we need a Computron.
No, there's a third one. No. There's a third. Defensor. You're saying?
Yeah, Defensor. Yeah, there's 2 people making Defensors right now. But yeah, we don't need another Devastator. I mean, I already have the Toy War one. And I love it. It's
What about Abominus? Who
Abominus,
wouldn't want an
Computron.
Abominus?
I want Computron.
There's a second set of Abominus coming out by TFC. They're working on it.
Yeah, but
First one was
there's a
Odin
smaller
by
scale,
Unique
though.
Toys.
They're waiting. I think they're waiting on the last one, the main body.
Yeah, but that's the
TFC.
The TFC Abominus isn't going to be the same scale.
No, it's
or
smaller
aesthetic.
scale. It's smaller scale. So I want, I want somebody to make, like I said, Abominus. I want a Predaking. I mean, I know we're getting Kane toys, but that's taking forever too, as well.
And that's super stylized.
Yeah, super stylized. I want a G1 Predaking, and like I said, Computron. And I think that's it.
I want a Monstructor, man.
Or a Monstructor, yeah. I mean, we can use that. I mean, why make another fucking Devastator? There's no need to make another Devastator.
Devastator is one of those weird ones. I'm like, why are we doing this again?
Man, well, I guess he's kind of like the Optimus Prime and Bumblebee of combiners because he was the first
one. That's why.
Yeah. I mean, but
he is.
You don't need another one.
He is, but like what I think you need to do is release a Computron or release something else and make me realize that I need your Devastator. That's how you do it.
Yeah, especially
like, wow, this is
especially that new
amazing.
company
If they
coming
did a
out.
Devastator, I would buy it. Like that's what they need
Yeah.
you to do.
Oh, that was
And then
another.
speaking of Devastators, move on to our next topic. It's a nice segue because this discussion is still valid to that. It's Lucky Cat MC-02 riki-oh renders, which is their cube Constructicons and Devastator.
This looks cool. Now this is something different. This is not, MP scale. This is small. But I think this is great. I have their Voltron, and I love it. It's fun. They change into cubes. They turn into the lion, and they also combine. And these look pretty good, too, as well. So I'm excited for this guy. He's thick. Look at them. Look at them shoulders. My God. He's a thick boy. I think it's cool. I mean, I like it. I'm definitely in for it.
I've never dabbled into the cube formers at all. I don't think they're silly or anything. They're just not for me. But this looks interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's
so
weird
this
to
is
me.
the type of thing that it's like, I get why this company is doing Devastator, right? Like, here we are in this unique space, right? Like, you're doing something nobody else is doing at this point. Okay, it can be a Devastator if you want, because it's your thing, right? Like, yeah, so. But, like, why are making any more MPs? I don't know.
They didn't need to have them turn into cubes at all. It makes no sense.
They didn't have to, but it's fun that he did. They've done a lot. Well, 5-2 Toys, who is a different company, I think. I don't know for sure, but they did the turtles, and then they did a cube. They turned into a turtle fan, and they also turned into the turtles. Yeah, they didn't need to do the turtle van, but it's a nice little it's something extra, I guess. But yeah, they didn't have to turn into cubes, but I think the engineering is there, and it's really cool that they can turn into all those, the Constructicons. They can turn into cube. They can turn into the combine mode.
This is where I don't have a problem with it being a Devastator, because it's not a masterpiece scale. Mm-hmm. It's a whole different aesthetic altogether.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's a whole different type of execution, because it's not just the robot, the alt mode, and the limb. It's like, hey, it also transforms into a square for storage. If you're not crazy about having it on your shelf for the next few months or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So like this is where I give this credit, and this gets a nod from me. But at least it's not it's masterpiece scale, and it looks just like the cartoon, bro. Bah, 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 bah. I can't wait to spend $200 a live on it.
Yeah, I wonder how much this is going to be.
$200
a piece.
Yeah.
I mean, altogether that's fine. $200 I would not mind. Voltron was something.
Actually, the combined mode is 3 feet tall.
Damn.
Shut the hell up, Robert.
I'm just kidding.
It's fucked up, man. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
No, but I think it's a cool idea. Like I said, the Voltron is fun. It's options. Like I said, you don't have to have in cube mode, but just like you said, you can store them. They look pretty cool in their little box chargers, and they're fun little things. I wonder what they're going to do next after the Devastator thing. I wonder what they're going to do. I wonder if they're going to do all the combiners. That'd be pretty neat.
I think they should do the Rock Lords.
Man, I love some Rock Lords, man. I love some Rock Lords.
I actually am still waiting for someone to actually tackle some more GoBots, because I think there's still a market for it. It's 80s nostalgia.
Oh, yeah. The people that buy Transformers will definitely buy GoBots.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you did, like, the big ones on each side. Like, you got Leader 1, Turbo,
Crasher.
Yeah,
I
would
honestly
say
think
Smallfoot for the hero side, and probably Scooter. And then for villain side, Psykill, Coptor, Crasher.
I think
like you could pick like Loco or something. Everyone likes Loco.
I think if they were to do them, but like on a Hasbro level of engineering and stuff, with a $20 price tag, I think they fly off the fucking shelves. I think what hurt them what was it, Maki Toys I was doing the Robo?
Yeah, Action Toys
stuff. Action Toys, yeah.
Which is Make Toys.
Like, the problem was those were a little more pricey. They weren't like absurd, but still it was like, do I really want to pay $70 for this blue truck?
Mm-hmm.
Do I really? Or it's like if it was 50, they'd be like, well, shit, pre-order too. There'll be security guards and but
yep.
I don't know. I think if they were to cut the dollar value on that, they could get it moving really good.
I think if they put tits on everything would be all right, man.
Well, obviously.
No.
They did
I'll be
lease
right
that
back.
one sale with you, man.
Lisa's calling me. I'll be right back.
All right, so up next is a new age. This one I posted, a new age clear Cyclonus and depth charger.
Thing is so fucking cool.
Yeah. I mean, Jesus.
I mean, it's a great way to use a mold. I mean, you know, it may not be for everybody as far as bead work, but
why not?
Just to turn it around and use it as as depth charge, I think that's fucking brilliant.
It looks like it. It looks the part.
Yeah, and the
only
paint
issue I have is
too, man.
the bot. I mean, look, if I have to nitpick, I would say the bot's he's too slim for depth charge, but that's it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he was
depth
a little
charge
chunky.
should be a
chunky
bulky
boy.
bruiser, you know. But
Yeah.
that's a small price to pay. This is a great mold. So,
Yeah, I think that was brilliant. I mean, I don't think anybody saw that shit going.
So why aren't you getting it?
What the fuck are you talking about? I'm getting this. I'll get every mold, dude.
You hate it.
I can't wait for it. So I'm definitely getting that. I'm definitely getting the clear Cyclonus. I'm getting all the Cyclonus molds. I wonder if they're going to do a gold for him, probably. I bet they do a gold for him, too.
And a clear.
Yeah, I'm doing the clear. Yeah, they already got the clear going up.
The question is, how many clear are they doing? They got one here. They got to do more than one. If they had any smarts to them, they would do I guess it would be too difficult. But can you imagine like a clear version with like the graphing lines on them, like when they're changing? That would be cool.
Oh yeah, I don't know if they do that, but yeah.
That'd be hard, I guess, huh?
I'm definitely getting both of these. I'm getting the toy version, and we're getting a little Target Master too. That's pretty cool.
That's wild. That thing's gonna be so teeny.
Yeah, that's gonna be really small.
How the hell?
Oh, is it? Yeah, it's gonna transform. So I don't know.
Wait, which one's the Target Master? Hold on. Where? Which one?
We're not talking about that one. I just mentioned it. It's the toy. I guess it's the toy. It's the toy colors, darker purple, and then you get a nightstick. I think that's the name of his.
The
Target
toy color,
Master.
that's the comic color, isn't it? Because isn't that the head that he has in the comics right now? I think it is.
I guess
Did you say his name was Nightstick or Nice Dick?
It's
Both.
a nice dick. But yeah, I'm definitely in for both of these. So that's pretty cool. And we got. Are you gonna get any of these? Are you gonna get the clear ones, or are you just getting the gold ones?
I'm going just gold. That's my thing.
Are you getting depth charge?
See, that's a great question.
Yeah,
because maybe, because no one else is ever going to do one. And I definitely like the Legends Beast Wars stuff. They're not that common,
Would you put them in your Iron Factory stuff, though?
What else do we have that's Beast Wars?
We got Megatron, you got Primal.
I don't have the Megatron. I guess they go with the Iron Factory. They would have to go with my Iron Factory stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Neato.
I like it. Looks good. Moving on, I guess. Fanshobby Double Dealer Test Shots. I'm excited for this, man. Fanshobby's doing some. They got Dreadwing and Darkwing coming out too, or Darkwind. Yeah, they got they're doing a lot of good stuff that nobody's going to probably put out, and that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad that they're doing like their own kind of thing. I think that it's smart for them, and I think I assume it's been working for them thus far.
Yeah, I think I've never really heard anything bad about Fanshobby. I don't think anybody's as far as looking on Facebook or any of the groups, I don't think I've been seeing anybody really just bash Fanshobby. I think everybody's. I mean, they make a great product. I mean, most except for the Minerva, but most of their stuff is really good.
Like, do you kind of wish that, like, at this point they would like give a part or something to Minerva, like anyone who bought it, like some kind of part that actually fixes the problem? Because like it's fixed on every single other version of that mold, but it's not fixed on Minerva. I mean, like, what the hell?
It's Minerva. It's one of those characters. Like, okay, I'm going to put it on my shelf. I have a Minerva. I don't, I'm not going to sit around and, transform her back and forth. So, I mean, for me, I don't care. I'm fine. It is what it is.
I'll tell you what, the Fanshobby plastic, it seems very heavy, but I had their Scourge, and it literally fell apart on me. The plastic crumbled on me.
Yeah, you had a bad one then, because my Scourge is awesome. So.
You should check it out. Play with it. Try to transform it. Try to transform it.
Yeah, I have to. He's in one of my flash shelves. Yeah, I'll have to. I'll mess around. I'm putting up stuff now, so eventually I'll get to it.
I have not messed with my Scourge for a while. I
What fell apart though?
Yeah.
His leg broke. I forget what part. Something is one of his
leg
piece
broke?
of plastic in his leg just like softly clipped away from itself. It was just like it was like the plastic was just like, oh, I'm actually made out of cookies.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll have to mess with my stuff. But I mean, other than that, like I said, they put out some good stuff. I mean, I love their monster bots. Their Prime was pretty good. So anyway, but yeah, they're doing some good stuff. I'm really excited for Fanshobby. I think they're good. And we talk about knockoffs and stuff. What do y'all think about this Astrotrain? Is it the same company that's doing that did the Cyclonus or Hurricane, whatever?
I mean, this one's company's name is Robot Paradise. Like they took the name and everything.
They said, "Fuck your shit. I'm taking your
Yeah.
name. I'm taking your product. You kiss my ass." And now Fanshobby actually reissued, or they got the reissue of Astrotrain. They put that out too as well.
Yeah, and they're selling it for $200 now, which is cheaper than it was originally.
Oh, was it?
But the knockoff is $73.
Yeah, I don't know. If
I mean, what are you expecting for $73? Do you really think you're gonna get a replica, an exact
you're
replica
gonna have people being
of
pissed
Thomas?
off about it too. They're gonna be like, "I paid $73 for this piece of shit."
No, they're gonna be lying. They're gonna be like, "It's really strong. The paint doesn't come off. It's
Look
solid
at
as
it.
fuck."
That arm just fell off on its own. It wasn't meth. It was.
It'll be
It's the
glued
best figure
together.
I've ever seen.
What are you guys talking about?
The knockoff
Thomas.
Astrotrain. What do you think about it, Oscar?
It is what it is, man. People will buy it. They'll buy it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but
If they want it,
here's-
they'll buy it.
the thing-
Fans Toys, the Chosen Prime has pre-orders up for another re-release of Thomas. So
yeah, I mean the thing is,
Yeah.
now that they're stealing, they're knocking off, and they're now passing a Fans Toys product off as being made by another Fans Toys affiliated company, Robot Paradise, right? Now you're entering the real realm of knockoffs where you're being tricked into believing, even though we know it's not, the next person down the line might not know, oh, Robot Paradise, this is not actually Robot Paradise. This is a thief copied a mold and released it under this name falsely. So that will affect that consumer's opinion of Robot Paradise and therefore Fans Toys, if they're not aware what they have in their hands is just a straight up knockoff of everything, company, figure, and they start spreading the word that, oh, Robot Paradise is shit, this Thomas is shit, Thomas is garbage. That's what, down the line can hurt a company's name. That's why trademarks are so damaging. I mean, trademark infringement is damaging to a company. Not just you're stealing their profits, you're ruining their name. That's different than copyright. People don't understand what copyright's like. Copyright is intended to protect your creations. It's also, the laws are written so that you are inspiring other people to make their own works. That's why there's a lot more gray area there with copyright. But this is really.
we've had this conversation, and I'm going to take us back years ago, right? SCU days, in regards to that one individual who was remastering the G1 background music. You remember that,
No,
Robert? You don't remember that?
no.
Oh my
But
God!
if you remaster it, you're using their work.
He was putting together a Kickstarter, I think it was, or a GoFundMe, one of the two, where no matter how much you donated, you got his eternal thanks. And it was to help remaster the G1 background music.
Yeah, I feel like I remember that.
What's a remaster? He burned it.
He cleaned it up a bit. That's all he fucking did.
He burned the CD, didn't he? That was what he
Yeah.
did.
But, Bobby wanted to support this 100%,
I don't remember that.
which this is years and years ago, man. This is Shattercast, early days after Robert just joined the group and everything.
Oh
And,
shit, far. That
That's
was
right, bribed my way
7
on.
years ago.
yeah, you bankrolled all the shows. you know, everyone making a mountain out of an anthill. The money was just there.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Not anymore, kid. But I remember that.
Gotcha, bitch.
I remember that conversation got a little heated between all of us because one part of us was saying, well, he's just, he's doing something that Hasbro wasn't doing, just like a third-party company. But we're like, no, but he's literally taking their creative properties in terms of music and trying to resell it, even though he's not doing it because he's getting the money through donations to do this project.
It doesn't matter. He could do it as long as he pays licensing fees.
Yeah, but he's not paying licensing fees. The money that he was trying to raise was to pay for the software he required to do this. That was like the big thing that a lot of us were like, no, man, it's fucking thieving. We're not going to support that.
Mm-hmm. If you want to do thieving, there's other ways to do it without doing a Kickstarter.
Yeah,
it sounds like the
antivirus stuff.
It sounds like the dude wanted that software and tried to figure out a way to get the money to buy his software.
Yeah.
Hey,
so
this comes with a clear stand, so that's cool.
So did Thomas.
Was it clear?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't open my Thomas.
You didn't open it? You haven't opened it?
No, I'm rich like that.
So how much is it going for?
Which one?
Thomas? A secondary market?
No.
Thomas is $200.
Oh,
right
this
now.
is
the KO.
The KO is $73.
Holy shit!
You know it's going to be garbage.
That's what Sideswipe cost, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, around there.
This thing is going to be hot garbage.
Dude, this thing is going to be like, people are going to be taking a picture with it, and the arm's going to just fall off while taking a picture. No.
They'll take it out of the package, put it on the table or on their shelf, or they're going to mess with it. And as soon as they touch it, a pin will fall out, just like with my Liketoys Thundercracker.
Mm-hmm.
Right, the pin came out of the wing. I was like, oh no!
Silver arrow. Yeah, that.
Dude, Robert, I want you to make a post. I want to see this fucking Astrotrain posed on so many dirty ass sheets that could be possibly done, or a bed, like a bed.
Just look up crackhead mattress. They got
There's absolutely nobody who actually collects fans toys is gonna buy this. It's only people who hate fans toys because of their pricing is going to support this KO, and they will not know the difference in what they would have had they purchased the fans toys product. And if it's shit, they're just going to talk about how it's shit, how the tolerance. There's this figure has such slim tolerances for transformation. There's no way the knockoff is going to pull it off. No way. Like this, the materials are not going to survive the transformation, and they're going to be lying about it. They're going to say theirs is great, and it's going to be stuck in one pose because they probably had to crazy glue the arms on.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be like that. Oscar, remember that? What was the company? One of the original combiners, Toy World. Is that it? No, TFC. That Hercules I sent you. That
Oh yeah, that piece of shit.
That piece of crap, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That did not make it past the Big Dumb Toy Review.
Nope.
It really didn't. It really didn't make it.
Yeah.
It fell apart more times. I even busted out masking tape as I ran out of super glue. I'm glad he gave it to me.
Mm-hmm.
But let's read some of the comments. A commenter wrote, Fans Toys brought this on themselves. You can't price gouge and expect people to not look for a more affordable alternative. Same thing with Takara.
Hey, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
we brought it upon themselves. No,
wow, dude. And I put my real one up for sale last night. Nothing is safe, LOL. Early production sample, someone said the tiny wheels sometimes fall off. Hey, I'm saving like what? $100? There's a short.
No, you're saving like $200.
Considering how precisely engineered the Fans Toys one is, the close clearance and exact angles required, I would not touch a knockoff of it. If they KO Jetfire, though, ellipses.
Man. Oh, they called it Thomas, too, as well. Fuck, man.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. They said, fuck your shit. Fuck your couch.
Robot Paradise. Robot Paradise, Thomas.
Dude, that's, I had to give it to her, tip my hat, got the balls to say, hey, fuck your shit. I'm taking over now.
The Fans Toys Thomas thread on TFW has made mention of Taobao sellers getting news of a Thomas reissue at a price to undercut this KO for December this year. A lot of heart emojis on that. It went from like 980 RMBs to like 800 RMBs, I think.
Yeah,
Now I'm
this thing's
showing.
I don't know what that is.
Now it's
that-
showing 94. I just did 2,800 Taiwan dollars is $94 US. But then I saw on TFW it was 73 US from Chinese yuan.
Dude, this thing's gonna snap.
Now anybody who buys this deserves the broken toy. That you all
yeah,
deserve.
of course.
And there's going to be
Get it
boards
together.
about how to repair it.
Yeah, you just need to buy $150 worth of equipment, fix it up in no time.
I can't wait till this is the type of thing that actually cannot transform into both modes. Like that, like knockoff. What is it? The dollar store, or not like dollar store, but like Big Lots type Victory Saber that was off the Robot Masters. Does anyone remember that? And like you couldn't actually transform the damn thing because it would just like things didn't move right to transform it. You know, like it was bad. It's real bad.
Oh, here's another posting by the same Facebook page of Bots and Bits. More KO Fans Toys Thomas news with MHZ Toys announcing their own KO FT44 Thomas. Pre-orders receive a special gift, tactical compartment, and combat equipment. No price or ETA yet. This is from a company called MHO3, and they're calling it the Transport Officer.
Mm-hmm.
So there's two knockoffs of the Astrotrain?
Transport this shit right to the trash.
And then someone said, are you going to have a link so we can pre-order it?
No, you've got another KO Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
This is a second one.
Yes.
Oh my God.
So then I take it this
my
MHZ
God.
Toys MH01 Hurricane. That's the knockoff Fans Toys Cyclonus, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Man.
And they got cases and cases of this shit. Oh my God.
I understand why they want to do it, but why? I don't know. Eventually it's going to happen. Everybody else has been knocked off. Fans Toys is not the mecca of all Transformers or anything like that, but eventually it was going to happen. So.
Oh my God.
I wonder what they're going to knock off. So they're doing Astrotrain, Cyclonus. I wonder what will be the next one. Galvatron?
Probably. But anyway, Liketoys Metroplex.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this thing is huge.
Oh, it's like toys. Okay, we didn't put
Like
space.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, my bad.
We have the first color renders of new Liketoys G1 Metroplex. This seems to be a very ambitious project to bring an impressive 48 inches, 121 centimeters tall G1 Metroplex figure. According to the information shared, this will be a fully transformable mold with some light-ups, movable jaw, and an extra rib piece to have both cartoon and toy design. A massive scale for sure, but it's Metroplex after all. We still have no concrete information about the price or release date, but stay tuned to TFW 2005. And after the jump, blah, blah, blah.
Hey, they showed the foot next to another. I don't know what the size of the shoe was, like 11. It is huge.
Image 6. I thought he came with a mustache faceplate. Like it's really just his mouth.
You got chin strap.
That's a mustache. He's a Magnum PI.
I think this I don't know if I can get it.
Oh my God, it's his mouth open. It does totally look like a mustache. That's awesome.
Wow.
I'm definitely in for Fort Maxwell Fans Toys because they're a well-established company, but I don't know about this company, so I don't know if I'm going to go spend how much, about $1,000, $1,200 for a Metroplex that never heard of this company before. So it's going to be a hard sell. I think they should have started off something small and then work their way up.
I feel like this is going to be like a Takara Toys with their Jetfire. Remember that ordeal?
Ooh.
Yeah.
This is wild.
You know,
That's what happens.
That damn Dock of Toys Jetfire that Robert sent my way, and it fell off the shelf and survived. I was like, how? How in the hell?
But I mean, okay, how much money is this thing going to cost?
There's
Don't
no
know yet.
price available.
No price.
Right,
But
but how
it's
much-
gonna be expensive.
Right. Why would you invest that kind of money in a company you never?
I like the first comment. Can you please make this 6 feet? I live in an average U.S. home and have an extra room for all my toys.
Yeah,
Oh,
like I just said, I think they should have started off small, a couple small things, and then hey, if you're just good, fine, I'll probably invest in this Metroplex, but I'm not going to spend $1,200 on a company that you could be, the worst company ever, and yeah, I don't know about that.
This guy Lionel Hutz. I guess he's behind this company. He is one of the few sellers of the Fans Toys knockoffs.
Oh, good.
Isn't this interesting?
Then
I would
can
never
totally
buy
expect
anything.
this to be a great quality.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting the Fans Toys Fort Max, just for the novelty of it. Really, I prefer it to be a Metroplex. I mean, but I can't pass that up. Even though I have very little connection to Fort Max, I prefer Metroplex. But I'm not buying Lionel Hutz's. No thanks.
Mm-hmm.
No thanks. Where'd Matt go? Any listeners, let me know if you play Mobile Legends. Let's link up. What's next? Let's move it on. Hasbro official news, Oscar. What's the first line say?
Yeah, so this Lionel Hutz, you're saying this person is related to this. Yeah, he's the one. He's commenting on absolutely every single thing.
Yeah, he got booted from the Fans Toys group because he was, I forget why, but he was really he came out like a year ago trying to become establish himself as an e-tailer. People were accusing him of being a scammer and stuff. He was taking pre-order money for Fans Toys reveals.
Yeah.
He was pulling that bullshit move when, dude, you don't even know if you have any allocated to you. Like, who are you? And you're taking people's money years ahead of time. That's a big red flag for anyone selling Fans Toys products. It's like, you don't even know if you're getting anything. How are you taking people's money?
Yeah.
So, yeah, but he apparently is one of the people who's distributing the Fans Toys knockoffs. There's only 4 companies doing it. Fans Toys has said, if you sell these knockoffs, we will never give you product to sell. You're cut off. And people like this don't care. They're just bottom feeders, Oh, yeah, I don't know about this guy.
All right.
RCT.
Well, what's next, Oscar? Official news. All right, Oscar's gone.
What does it say, Justin?
Oscar is a petty ass bitch. That's why he's no longer here. I don't know where Oscar went.
He's typing now. I just saw his cursor show up.
I did too. Transformers Legacy Wreck and Rule Collection is the next thing up, and I guess there is going to be a Springer, a Leadfoot, and Master Dominus. Who the fuck is Master Dominus? Impactor and Spindle and Bulkhead, because we all remember that Bulkhead was.
That's a new guy.
So,
hey, y'all, I'm out. I'm going to get some to eat and stuff and everything.
all right, Matt's leaving our show.
You guys, Oscar's a petty ass bitch.
Anyway, it's a shame Matt's leaving because I wanted to know if this Springer for the Wreck and Roll collection is actually a new mold. Or
No, it's just a recolor. It's a more toy.
That's what I figured
toy
based on
colors.
everything looked like. They were just,
Yeah, most of their stuff.
3D.
Now the fossilizers, the 2 fossilizers, they got their little retooling for them, but I think the rest of them are recolors.
Gotcha. So.
But that looks good. The Springer, then you got you're getting the Top Spin and Twin Twist, which are really great molds for Titan Returns.
Bulkhead, because Bulkhead was a
Yeah,
record.
Bulkhead. Yeah, I like Bulkhead. I like the camouflage. You got the Impactor, which I was really upset. The pictures showed it as painted, but then when you see the toys, it's just the gold plastic or yellow mustard plastic. So I was kind of upset about that. But I like Leadfoot. I think that's a pretty cool. I didn't think we'd ever get a Leadfoot, but that's a cool one out of Mirage. But the 2 fossilizers, yeah, I think they got some retooling. And yeah.
All right. Well,
Now I
thank
don't
you,
want
Matt.
to leave. No, I don't want to leave now. Shit.
Thank you, Matt. Enjoy
There we
the
go.
fellas.
Hey, there's Oscar.
All right.
Sorry,
Up
I don't know
next,
what happened
Oscar?
with my mic. I went mute for a second there.
Bye, y'all.
See you, Matt.
Let's see it, Matt.
You see what Matt wrote about you, Oscar?
I saw what that piece of shit wrote about me because he deleted my fucking Hasbro thread. What a jerk. All right, so Transformers Legacy Wreck and Rule Collection.
Yeah, we're past that. Matt already explained it all. We're good.
Oh, did he? Oh, wow, that was very fast.
Mm-hmm.
Hasbro Victory Saber.
Oh, God. And so this one, I'm glad Matt is no longer here for because I do not particularly like what I'm seeing here.
I mean, I think Star Saber looks good.
Yeah, Victory Leo looks real crappy, and like the fact that you couldn't spend the extra couple bucks to like fill in the guns, which are so fucking prominent on the robot, like the one place you could have put in a penny of extra plastic, right? Like, but no.
Where's Victory? Where's Victory? Where's Victory Saber? Hold on.
No, just the Leo.
Oh, Leo, hold on.
Yeah, if you look at that first picture, like you can just see the hollow waffles of his.
Oh yeah.
Of his guns. I'm like, really? Like this expensive? Isn't this a crowdfunded thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Crowdfunded.
Well,
and
do you think?
this is the best you could come up with was to give his let the front piece like open like that? Like, come on.
Well, do you think that they kind of tricked themselves and gassed themselves up by saying, no, it looks like techie details? You know? Like, oh, you know what? We'll save money on the waffles.
Or it's
and
like,
we'll
Studio
stylize it."
Ox stuff, man. Look great.
Yeah, if that's the mindset that they're going with, like they're definitely fooling themselves here. So
I think they are.
yeah.
I want to see what the little robot looks like.
It looks like shit. No, like
There he
Victory
is, he's
Saber
coming out.
looks good. Victory Saber looks good, but then Leo looks kind of crappier. And the smaller they go, the crappier they get, which is frustrating. But Victory, I mean, Star Saber looks good, but then hold on.
Look at his little robot. He is smaller than a deluxe.
It looks like a trash ox.
I like Victory Saber picture 5 where like I know they're trying to put his they're trying to put the sword in his hands, but instead he ends up looking like he's doing the like grumpy child like my kid does once in a while. Like, no,
I don't want it.
not going.
Yeah, do the roar. Some Shrek 3.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, you got to do more if it's crowdfunded, man. Like, why? Like, if it's Hasbro Pulse, if it's Haslab, like, people are paying for it. Like, they'll pay the premium money, and it's okay you're not having a big release, but charge the money you need to give them the premium product they're asking for.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
I don't know.
you
How much
can't
was
half-ass
this?
The crowdfunded. Like, you can't.
How much was this?
I don't know. It was not.
I want to say like 170, I think it was.
Yeah,
That's fucked
that
up.
sounds about right to me. So
I'm sorry, that's fucked up. That's how much MP Star Saber was, I think, wasn't it?
Around there, yeah.
Or it was less. I think MP Star Saber was like
It was like
$150.
130.
It was like 130. Like, this is bullshit to charge that much. I'm not saying this looks bad. I'm just saying, like, wow.
yeah,
You charge
I don't think it looks bad. I just don't think it looks 170 good. You know?
Not right. That's wrong.
And like I think especially when you're relying on crowdfunding for this type of thing, like you step it up a notch, right? Like
Yeah.
your crowd has spent the extra money to make this thing a reality. Like why are you still doing it in cheap, the cheapness, I don't know.
I don't know if you look at image 25, there he is holding the saber. And apparently Bigfoot was holding him earlier. All that hair on him.
He's like, let me shave some of that fur off your arms there, buddy. Oh my God, that's a hairy man. That is a hairy
Definitely
man.
a hairy person.
And then image 26 shows him holding the rifle that Star Saber will hold, and there's that big, empty, waffle fucking forearm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
That reminds me a lot of Combiner Wars.
It's
And
just these are
that's-
supposed
That's
to
the
be.
thing is like oh, well, just because it's crowdfunded doesn't mean that we can't, we can pay the extra buck. Like, no, fuckers. Like, I get the waffles and stuff on mainline toys, but like when you're asking your fans to foot the bill before the toy's out and stuff, like you need to put some extra special effort into this.
Yeah, these are supposed to be boutique products. Like I get it, they're supposed to be chug line, quote unquote. But yeah, if you're gonna crowdfund it, give them gap fillers.
Mm-hmm.
Keep the aesthetic the way you're doing it. Fine. Maybe give a sticker set, right? But you need gap fillers. Look at that forearm gap. Do you notice something? Look at the other end of the other side of the forearm with the peg hole. It's a clear hole through his arm.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have this huge forearm gap, and then you have the 8mm port, whatever that is, open.
5mm.
So 5mm. It's just a hole going. Basically, this shit is truly hollow, all the way through.
It looks like it'll have the same consistency as a super converting action robot set from Dollar General or Family Dollar or the dollar store.
Like, you got to have pride in this, because, like, as a collector, you're going to be like, yeah, I funded this. Yeah, it's Chug, but oh my God, look what they did with the Chug figures. There's no waffles. All the gap fillers are in place. I don't need an upgrade kit. You know, this is just a nice Chug set I got, and it's a collector's item. You know?
Yeah, you know, and like, I mean, you're getting your money up front for this, like, come on.
And if any Chug collector, which most of them will get the third-party upgrade to fill the gaps and stuff, and they'll pay for the sticker sets.
Not even like third-party upgrade, dude. They'll go to like some sort of like, they'll look on eBay for upgrade set for Star Saber, Haslab, and they'll buy a $10 set from China that someone 3D printed,
right?
And that's all.
Right, but for an extra $10 for the figure, Hasbro probably could have just done it for you.
Yeah.
And you would have bought it. It's in the same range. If they saw a Chug with no waffles and no gaps, people would love that. People
for
like
the first
Chug.
time seeing a tribute to Victory Leo here in America, and the two big things that poke out his back, these cannons are fucking empty. It is, wow. I really hope the final product will vary and look better than this, because
it won't.
The cannon shoots waffles.
Mm-hmm. Waffle cannon.
Oh, they've responsibly put orange plugs at the ends, just so people don't think it's real guns.
Mm-hmm. Because all my guns are hollow underneath.
and they're tiny, and they're on robot backs. Oh my God! Why did they put orange plugs at the guns? All the guns have orange plugs.
Well, they have to because of that law they passed like way back in the 80s and shit like that.
Wait, are all the guns you get with your figures now, do they all have orange tips?
Oh, they don't know, but I'm thinking they're playing it safe with this one. It's like when Maki Toys Despertron came out. They had the orange plug on it, and then you had to take it off.
Hey, Justin, I'll send you. Do you have that? You have that, don't you?
Which one?
Make Toys Despertron, don't you?
I do. I have them too.
Mine broke. He took a shelf dive and his arm broke off.
All right.
Man, 6.
Just bring them to Bobby's.
I figured I'd just give them to you, but you have one already.
Yeah, I have one. But I can fix them if you want them.
No, you can't fix it. You can? Let's see, Mr. Fix It. What is that, your name or something?
I already have the ideas of how to fix Matt's stuff, so.
You throw in the garbage? buy him a new set of everything for $5.
I'm going to send him back a Fortnite figure, see if he notices.
So, the only good thing about Image 39, we're going to have Victory Leo next to, I don't know what version of Prime that is, that has the blue arms and the gray hands. I don't know if that's a prototype or what, but if you look over to the right, there's Detective Hound, Cybertron's #1 detective.
Mm-hmm.
God, I missed that Hound.
I did notice that Hound was there, yeah.
Which one is that?
That's War for Cybertron Hound.
Oh. You don't have it anymore?
It's a good mold.
No. It was
Really?
a good
You
mold,
don't have
yeah.
it?
No, I sold them.
Let me see
Why
if
is
I have an extra. I might have an extra.
Really?
Victory Leo looks like he has 2 plantar warts on his hips. Those do not look like Gatling guns. That guy needs some salicylic acid treatment quick.
I think I'm really hoping they plan on applying some paint apps on this. Oh, even look at the tips on the wings, like they're all hollowed out and shit.
That's shitty.
These cannons look like ass. I'm sorry. Where's this alt? Ooh, look at that alt mode.
Where is it?
Image 43.
I don't hate it. It's just there's no paint. That's a final product. Look at his forearms; they're hollow too. Just a fucking shotgun blast through the forearms, and you can see the robot fist in there too.
Yep.
They might as well have a little middle finger extending right there as a gap filler.
Fuck you! You paid for this.
You want a gap filler here, and then look at the back of the lion legs. They're hollow too. But when it's see-through, when it's hollow front through, front or back, that takes it to a whole nother level. Oh my God.
Image 44 has Chewbacca hands here holding it, pretending he's flying. It's like, I thought Robin Williams was dead. The last time I saw arms that hairy, I was watching Robin Williams stand up.
Oh no. You're horrible.
Oh, look, they connect and combine. And it looks retarded. Yeah, I never was a fan of the combination flight mode with him and Victory Leo.
It always is this kind of silly.
Enter me and we'll fly fast together. Yes. All right, let's move on.
What's that?
Takara Masterpiece Trailbreaker.
It's about damn time that you put out some G1 stuff, fuckers. So I'll say that the car mode looks super nice.
Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Sorry.
What am I holding on for?
This looks not bad.
Mm-hmm.
This looks pretty good. Now the price isn't hateful either, you know?
No. Not bad. I think the robot mode, so okay, car mode I think looks great. Robot mode I think looks pretty good. I don't understand a little bit of the blue that shows up like at the abdomen. The abdomen there. But I mean I guess it's fine. Yeah. I'm interested to see what they do with this to make it a interesting toy to mess with, because you know with Trailbreaker coming that there's 100% going to be a hoist at some point. Right?
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, I'm glad that they're actually getting licenses and things like that. Still, that makes me happy.
Yep.
But like,
I think this is going to be interesting to see how the engineering behind him.
Yeah, I agree. My biggest concern is like, why the hell has it taken it so long to actually get a new MP G1? You know. So.
You know, they talk about the faceplates that come with it. There's one that is, he does come with a left fist. You know, hooray. Mm-hmm. He has a smiling faceplate and then a shouting faceplate, which anyone picks this up and uses this faceplate, it's got to be with a, "Ooh, girl, he told you. Y'all know you ain't gonna let him get away with it."
I'll be honest with you, like, I don't care about swap-outable faceplates on so many toys. Like, I just give me that good stoic look, and I'm good enough. So.
And for me, it's like, I like the smirk on Starscream.
Yeah, I mean that. Yes, a smirk on Starscream.
I like this.
Sure.
I like the very serious demeanor on Thundercracker, and I like the laughing, or open mouth face on Skywarp. Right, that I could dig, but I don't need.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's the same thing with Ironhide. It kind of drew me back. The Ironhide one looks like he's like where he's yelling. It looks just so stupid.
Yeah, and I feel like so oftentimes when you get these like yelling or whatever faceplates, like they hardly convey the emotion that like I think they think it does. So
what are we talking about?
Trailbreaker and his stupid looking faceplates.
Why you don't pick up Oscar? Why Oscar petty ass bitch? Who wrote that?
I wrote
your power
why
bottom,
pick
Matt
up
Baldwin.
to Oscar because I called him and he didn't pick up.
What were we talking about this Trailbreaker now? What were we saying?
I was saying I really like the alt mode. I think the bot mode looks pretty good, but I don't understand why the abdomen is all blue. And why the hell has it taken Takara like 7 years to actually put out a new?
Is it just me?
Last time we got a new G1 MP, we had a different podcast.
Right. Right. I mean, this seems almost half-assed by them. Not half-assed like, oh, it looks like shit. It just seems like they didn't really, they're not making much of an effort anymore at the MP line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I do know what you mean, and I think like
I take it back, Justin. I hate to interrupt. The shouting face looks a lot like it's the "Ooh, I smell shit." Someone farted too hard.
Where's the shouting face?
This is a chosen prime listing, so there's no image IDs like a TFW.
Oh, like where he's shooting? The one where he's shouting and shooting?
Yeah. He's like, "Ooh, I smell shit."
I don't know, guys. How much is this?
150.
Come on.
154. It's not bad.
Yeah, but they've come so far since Sunstreaker. You know, like I love that figure. I love MP44. I mean, I guess that is the proper transformation for his abdomen. It is just sticking out wrongly. It's not too accurate.
Mm-hmm. What is the blue part? Why is there?
That's a window. Zoom in on it. It's a window.
Okay.
That's crap. See, obviously, their next up is Hoist, you know? So that dumpy-ass gut is Hoist's gut. So they were just like, fuck it. Just, that's it. That's Trailbreaker 2. There's no change. They're giving you, not Hoist. Not Hoist. It's Hoist, right? Am I crazy?
Yeah, it's Hoist.
Yeah. They give that is Hoist's abdomen. And it's supposed to be something that sets Trailbreaker apart from Hoist, is their height and the gut. And they made no effort to differentiate the two. You're just getting Hoist's gut. You know?
So, like, for a millisecond, I'm looking at these pictures, and there's one where he's standing there with MP Ironhide, Silver Streak, Bumblebee, and Chip. And I'm like, why the fuck are his arms raised so much? And I forget he does force fields, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But Ironhide looks like he's about to hit Pavarotti's high note.
I think he's just like, I smell shit.
I smell shit. Goddamn cripple. Come on, Ironhide. Shut up, Chip. Piece of shit.
Oh, no. Oh, man.
I'll come at you like a drunk spider monkey, you little fucking fleshling.
That's just sad.
I like the old mode, though. That's a nice little...
Yeah, sure.
I just hoped that Ironhide was kind of a one-off and they would go back to... I mean, but Ironhide came out before Sunstreak and MP44 and all these other MPs. I don't understand what's happened. I mean, this is not going to be better than the fans' toys. And this is 154. The fans' toys is how much? It's 200 or something? It's not that much of a difference.
Oh, you could put Spike in it and he can drive it.
Yep.
And you can tie Chip to him. It comes with a little rope to tie Chip's wheelchair to the bumper. The rear bumper. And then
I think he looks all right.
Yeah, he's fun. I still think it's taken way too long to get to this point, but
yeah.
I mean, this isn't the same. It just isn't the same design level to me as the Seekers. I love the new Seekers. I fucking love them. I'm glad I waited.
I think they're amazing.
They're gorgeous.
Any of them?
What?
I have not messed with any of the new Seekers.
Oh my god!
You don't have them?
Nope, not at all. So
I have an extra one.
I didn't want to feel the need to replace my Make Toys, honestly. So I just was like, nope, no more Seekers.
I have an extra one. I think I have an extra thundercracker. I'll send you my thundercracker. I'm extra. It's gonna ruin you. You're gonna hate the other Seekers now.
I know that. I didn't get any of them.
They have such presence. There's something about the sculpt, and it's not just the sculpt, but it's also how the articulation works with the sculpt.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just comes alive on the shelf, at least in my opinion. Now you're gonna hate it no matter what, but I love them. This doesn't look like it has that same kind of spirit to it because these Seekers, they look like the cartoon, but to me they don't look bland. This is going for in his legs. You just see like the toony kind of poorly drawn simplicity, but then a mess in his abdomen that isn't even accurate. It's just, I don't know. Not for me. No thanks. Now with freaking Trailbreaker coming out next month with Fans Toys.
Mm-hmm. Fans Toys been knocking things out lately.
Yeah.
Everyone says Fans Toys don't release stuff, and then like
They release more, yeah.
Tesla and Croc, and we're gonna get Trailbreaker, and like it's not like their Outback is really that far away. Like it's just a repaint for the most part, slight retool.
We got so much Fans Toys stuff in the last 6 months, 8 months. It's wild.
Yeah.
So,
Meanwhile, it's
people
been freaking years since we got a new MP. That's not like a train bot, and like you can't call the train bot an MP, right? Like it's a chug.
It's not, yeah. They're calling it MP, but it's more like a MP alt mode, I think, is what they're going for.
Mm-hmm.
But no, the last MPs were the Seekers. They weren't that long ago. They were very recent. But
How long ago?
I mean, this year. I think I got the last one this year. This is the last 6 months these guys came out.
Yeah. Okay. So the Seekers, though, to me, they don't 100% count. When did the RC mold, like a new mold for MP, when did that come out?
A year ago.
Okay.
That was a year ago.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So, one new mold in the last year.
I have no FOMO with this figure. No FOMO. No FOMO.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on.
Let's breeze through. You know what? Let's end it here and let's do the fan question because we haven't had one in forever.
Okay.
So
I agree. Lego Optimus Prime is stupid as hell. Go on.
It is. It's overpriced and it's fucking dumb. All right.
How much is it?
$160.
And it's got no nose.
So
flat eyes.
Our friend, our herald, a fellow herald of Unicron, I submitted this back in March, and I'm not sure y'all got it since you asked for questions on your most recent podcast. The PS refers to when it was just Oscar and Justin on. Anyway, here it is again for your consideration from March 3rd. So you remember this, Robert? A couple of follow-ups to my life question several episodes ago. My friend that I wanted to help but was into meth became wanted on multiple felonies and left to the state of Ocala, Florida. Looking at you, Oscar. He's just kidding. He did flee to Orlando. He's asking for money, but at this point, he's a fugitive, and by our standards, I can't help him. Guess it worked itself out. So, all right, good job, bud. You got rid of that. That was his friend that was doing some questionable stuff there, Robert. And as for the dog, it got out several more times, but there is nothing we can do as individuals to rectify the situation. Animal control in my county is useless. So long as the dog is safe, it appears healthy, he'll just roam.
Interesting.
So, a question for us here at the group. My primary collection is Transformers. I've got my Season 1 MP bots and cons, my G1, all of Season 1, Season 2, and most of Season 3 bots and cons. And lastly, this is the best version of that character from my Season 1 and 2 bots and cons. I'm also getting representation from my favorite fandoms, such as having original 4 Turtles for TMNT, the original 4 Ghostbusters from the Plasma line, etc. As the figure / set that will represent the fandom, I feel like my collecting days are coming to an end. When that does, or if it's happened to you already, what do you think will fill the void or scratch that itch?
Can I answer quickly? He answered his own question in how he qualified some of his collection. He admitted that some of them are stand-ins. Dude, you're never going to be done. You're a fool to think you'll ever be done. You did not get you are not completely happy with all of your representations of your characters. And as soon as another company comes out with one that's better, you're going to swap it out. And then as soon as another company comes out with another one, you're going to swap it out. It's a never-ending cycle. Look at all Devastators coming out now. And people are arguing to get a new Devastator because, the Toy World one isn't G1, it's Studio Ox, and, if you get one now, the mold's been used so many times, you got mad QC issues. We do need one that fits in with the new simplistic style. That's great. And then another 6 to 8 months, maybe a year from now, while that's all going on, the aesthetic starts to change into something else again entirely, and then companies start to circle back to the new aesthetic. It's never going to end. And enjoy it. I mean, sell your old stuff. and fund the new stuff. But it's
Yep.
not going to end. It's not going to end.
I basically see myself in the same thing. I don't see it ending anytime soon. I see something new coming out that's going to make me perk up and pay attention to it and crave it and want to jump on it and to really enjoy it. So, the thing about collecting, especially in this fandom in particular, is in this genre, especially when it comes to Transformers, is, no pun intended, the way the fandom itself and the people that are making products transform how they appear.
Honk, 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 honk.
Gong, 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 gong. So, it's really weird. You may buy your Toy World Devastator and be like, oh, this is it. This is the Devastator for me. But then it can come in Kang Toys with their take on Devastator. Suddenly you're like, I got their Predaking. That would look sweet with my Predaking.
Right. Exactly.
And I don't care how old you are. The way you got your collection set up, you'll sit there and grab 2-3 bots and be like, that's my Strike Force right here, man. These are the guys that are kicking ass. They're doing the wet work for Optimus Prime. And your imagination still got to run wild if you're a father or a grandfather, whatever the case may be. So, if you got real strong willpower, Joe, this is from our fan Joe S. I don't see your days coming to an end, man. I see you kind of changing along with the times and getting rid of what you got because you're into something new that just dropped.
Yeah.
Justin.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's easy to definitely get pulled back into something new that drops that really, grabs you. I do think that it's definitely getting harder for me to be like, okay, I'm not happy with this. I need a new XYZ thing. It definitely has been slowing down for me. If someone releases a new Devastator, it's gonna have to be blow me away. Everyone says it's amazing. I've heard nothing but good things about those Masterpiece Seekers, but I'm like, no, I'm fucking done buying Seekers. I'm like, I like the Make Toys enough. I'm sure this one is better, but I'm not buying one of them to be like, oh shit, now I got to replace them all. So.
What if RoboSen did a Devastator?
I don't know. Probably not interested. I mean.
Wow. Damn.
I mean, I didn't get the Optimus, so why would I be even interested in Devastator? So.
I pulled that Optimus out of a box the other day because that's the problem with it. You can't display him in bot mode powered down because the servos have no power. He can't stand. That's a major fail on. He should have come with some type of stand.
That's definitely one of those should have thought this through.
Yeah, prop him up in a stand of some sort. But I think I also pre-ordered his trailer. So hopefully the trailer can be like some type of prop.
The trailer that saves you the 2 seconds of opening it up with your bare hands. So glad that's got to be a thing.
You got to have a trailer with Prime. If they're releasing you spent for the RoboSen Prime, get the trailer too.
You need the trailer.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And then Roller is remote controlled and Roller can drive the trailer around. Come on.
Yeah.
And the little medical bay gun thing can move around and stuff. Come on.
That is so fucking stupid. Oh my god. But each his own. I think it's dumb. I think it's a waste of money and resources.
If you spent that much on Prime, you need a trailer. So.
I'm sorry. If you spent that much on Prime, you need a fucking psychiatrist.
You're just saying that. You know that you'd love to play with that thing.
I wouldn't. I'd be okay, man. I really would. I would be fine. I didn't cave into the Titans Omega Supreme and Scorpionox and shit like that. I ain't caving in none of that shit, and I ain't caving in for an $800 Optimus Prime and a trailer that, again, opens by itself. That's its gimmick. And the guns move and Roller can drive it around. Who cares? That's.
Well, Optimus is like 600. The trailer is like 700 or 600.
Get the fuck out of here, man! You gotta be shitting me. The time they wasted engineering that, they could have made that Star Saber fucking Leo Victory set look better.
I know they have. No, this isn't them. This is RoboSen the ones doing it.
I think the money they got from that licensing, they could have fucking made that Victory Leo set look better.
They got but I mean, RoboSen's doing other figures. I know they had other prototypes they were working on, so we're gonna see other stuff from them. Oh,
thank you. Oh, thank you.
Thanks for the question, though. I like listener questions.
He did say a PS, so I'm going to read this out loud because this inspired me for the next thing I'm about to say. So Joe S. wrote us. He goes, PS, if you need a fill-in person when the other 2 members are out, hit me up. I'd love to sit and chat with y'all. I've met Matt, the DDP.
Whoa.
DDPY guy from TFCon. Oh my. What was he doing? DDP yoga? Fuck yeah, do it. And Robert, although that was way back in TFCon 2019.
Oh.
I think. Later, all hail Unicron. So, yeah, what I'd like to do is...
That's the Joe S. you're talking about. Like, who's Joe? Where'd this name come from?
Yeah, it's Joe S. He's the one
Joe
that hooked me up
Mama.
with the Insecticon and has been a loyal listener for us since apparently our SCU days. So, yeah.
And he took the time to write us a question.
Well, apparently he emailed it to us, but since I was the only one that was checking the All Hail Unicron emails, and I got a new phone, I couldn't check the All Hail Unicrons. I forget the login info. I don't want to go through all that shit again.
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay, fuck it. You know, I just told him, hey, message me your question. I'll put it on the show notes, and we'll talk about it.
So we might have questions, and nobody's been checking, is what you're telling me. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take a look.
So. Yeah. So what I'm getting from this though is Joe S. I have spoken to this with the other guys on the podcast. I'd like to have guests come on. You know, get to know our fans. We did our segments in Shadowcast, get to know the guys where we interview one another and all that other stuff. What I want to do is get to know our fans, bring you on board, get your thoughts on the stuff we're covering that day, right? We would obviously have to send you private messages on stuff we're covering and shit like
He
that.
means invoices.
It'll cost you just $200 American, and we'll get you on board. And after you send us another $600 American, we'll make you an official member as a silent partner. So, which means you wouldn't be on the show, but we'd still acknowledge you as being on the show.
Oh my God, Justin.
I'm kidding.
Justin.
I'm kidding, Joe.
You realize what we
What?
can do?
What?
We can have a few listeners come on, right?
Uh-huh.
And then tell each of them, like, listen, on the down low, we want you as a new member of the show, permanent. And do it for like 4 guys. And then give them all the login credentials and stuff, and just we retire. And never even log on again and don't respond and block them. Don't even respond.
Just brand new.
And we do this, right? We do this and we don't tell Matthew, so Matthew stuck with us. So Matthew logs into Skype and is like, all right, hey, Robert, Oscar, how's it going, man? I said, no, it's me, Joe. Yeah, Mike. And I'm Steve. What? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the guy who committed mail fraud on Oscar.
Yeah, I'm the guy who I scanned him out of $32 because I'm a piece of shit.
Anyway, let's start the show.
Oh, hold on. I got to go suck off this homeless guy walking in front of my condominium. By that condominium, I mean the van I sleep in down by the river.
And Matt looks, and in the chat, it's just like we've all left the chat. Then he tries to PM us, and he's blocked.
And we issue him restraining orders so he can't reach us in social media.
Right now, he is dunking a beef quesadilla in a cheese sauce, and it's dripping all in his fucking giant beard.
They sort of go, hell yeah, I'm in America.
What's funny is I asked him what he got for dinner, and he didn't want to tell me. And then he just told me one thing. He said beef quesadilla. And then after like a little breath, like a count, he goes like, and cheese sauce. You know that's not all he got. You know that's probably just one thing he got. I want to know what else Matt got that he was too ashamed to say. All right.
Man, I won't lie. I think but let me, before I go off on that, to anyone listening, if you're seriously interested in jumping on the show and shooting the shit with us, we don't care. Hit me up. Hit us up on Facebook on the All Hail Unicron page, which I drew an awesome cover photo for the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, first drawing in like over a year.
Well, speaking of drawing, I think the next guest we should get on is whoever wants to be on. Have a little contest. Draw Oscar naked, and whichever picture we like the most, we'll let you on.
I like it. By the way, William Fong, you should win that easily because you've seen me naked.
I knew you were gonna say that. Oh God. Joke's on you. Oscar is basically
granted the
just
words, what are you doing in my apartment, you fucking pervert, came out of your mouth. But I was full frontal, man.
Joke's on you, Oscar. When Oscar has no clothes on, all you see is a head, feet, and hands. The rest is just fur.
Turns out that Oscar is the guy in that Victory
And that Star Saber link we're going to have there, those are my arms, my hands.
Whenever Oscar goes hiking in the woods, he has to make sure he wears a lot of clothes because there's a lot of Sasquatch sightings.
Oh man.
All righty.
Yeah. Let's
No,
get
but
out.
all seriousness, to our listeners, if you want to jump on, hit us up on Facebook, or if you have us as friends personally, hit us up. We record every Monday night, which is,
every other
the
Monday
downside
night.
of that is
God
I
damn,
don't get
you
to
guys
watch
don't
Enter
know
the
the
Realm.
schedule, do you? You have no clue. See, I told you, Phil. If you're listening, nobody knows the schedule but me. So,
The downside when we do.
me and Phil are the only people who know the schedule because he'll be like, "No podcast this week."
Who the fuck is Phil?
Phil Stanek.
Uh-huh. Only person who knows
Filthy
the podcast.
Phil.
So,
Phil is thirsty. He is a thirsty man.
once in
Fuck
a
that,
while,
Phil.
Phil
That
will be
feels
like,
good people.
He is a
once
good
in a while,
guy.
Phil will be like, "No podcast." I'm like, "Oh shit, I forgot to edit it." So.
He does like, I think it's the Instagram for Nerd Rage Radio, and
Facebook.
he accidentally forgot to log out of Nerd Rage, and he did all these thirsty posts on all these anime cosplayers as Nerd Rage Radio.
Perfect nerd rage.
So anyway, listen, you'll get my vote if you send me a drawing of Oscar naked.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll post it on our Facebook page.
Yes, every day I'll post one. I want to see how many pictures I get. It could be terrible too.
It could be a stick figure. I don't care.
If it's
Just
accurate,
remember-
it's going to be terrible.
I'm fat, so don't try to buff me up. I mean, if you want to, whatever. I don't care. But yeah, well, I was gonna say, yeah. So we record every Monday night. It's the one Monday night where I don't listen to Enter the Realm for our good friends over at Realm of Collectors, who were kind enough to comment on our last video saying thanks for the love, and it's every day. It really is. Especially for guys like, especially for Eddie Dustmites, especially Eddie Dustmites. It's not often. I think all of us can agree that we could say we know a really talented individual.
He's extremely talented.
Eddie is definitely that talented
A
individual.
lot of the people in this fandom are very talented.
Mhm.
Eddie's surprised me with his music. He's extremely talented.
Extremely talented. Beer on a Boat is probably hands down. That's what got me through that rough summer last year. Definitely, like big shout out to Eddie Dustmites, who helps us with our opening theme for the Oh Hail Unicron. He could have sat there and been like, all right, $250, and then told us to go kick rocks because we didn't have the money. But no, he takes care of us, and there's times where people say, hey, but you're fam, when he says it, he's honestly being legit about it. Shout out to guys like Jose Diaz. Am I saying it right?
Yep.
Yeah, Jose Diaz, who
Hurricane BX.
him and Christopher Pinkerton run the Rock and Wrestling Facebook group. It's a group I love posting in all the fucking time because I'm a big fan of pro wrestling and I love interacting with other fans and guys like Gary Allen, who's just in the realm, period. Straight up stand up fucking guy, man. And in my time away when I was addressing my own mental health concerns, that was where I lingered the most because I didn't see that ugly side of the fandom there. Because it's all about, hey, look what I picked up. And everyone is sitting there going, oh, that's sweet. Nice pickup, blah, 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 whether they're into it or not. It's super supportive, and it's something that we need a lot more of nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's the most heartfelt thing I've said, and that's good for the week. So it means I get to be a douchebag to my subordinates the rest of the week. So, yeah. Any parting words, Justin?
Nope.
I'd like
Peace
to
out,
say
bitches.
something.
What are you going to say, Robert?
Yep. Sounds about right.
So, as always, hit us up on our Gmail, which I hopefully Justin will be able to try to log into.
Well, of
It's
course
Hail
I can. I post
Unicron.
the fucking show every week. So if I can't log into it, then it's a problem.
Oscar, if you're logged into the notes, you can log into the Gmail. You just click mail.
Yeah, but I use my phone more than anything, man.
Click mail.
So, hailunicroncast@gmail.com.
Thanks
Again,
for joining
special
us
shout
for our
outs to
last
the
show.
special shout outs to the super talented Mr. Dustmites for providing beats for our theme song. And to check the Realm of Collectors, our friends at Realm of Collectors on Facebook, as well as Realm of Cooks, Rock and Wrestling. We'll have links for them in the description later on. And anyone that followed us from Shattercast Uncut, we're grateful to each and every one of you for joining us on this journey. And remember, when you least expect it, Sancho Barbosa will be back with some
Ready?
possibly. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get canceled when I create them, but it's gonna happen. I have created cucaracha cons.
Oh god.
Yeah, cucaracha cons.
I like it.
So yeah, that's in the works. As soon as I get the design down and I pass it on to the guys from the podcast, my brothers on here, and get their final approval, we will start working on a little Sensho Love show.
Sounds good. Sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So on behalf of me and everyone else on All Hell Unicron, we want you to please have a wonderful day. And of course, take care of yourself and each other. And please stay reformatted.
Peace out, bitches.